I think we ended up talking to our old friend. No, wait a second, what happened here? No, right, they were researching something. Just don't remember what.
Good morning, innkeeper.
Good morning. How's your research going?
We did a lot of it.
That sounds good. I don't know why, but I just love Melia just because, like, her, like, personality in this game, how everyone is so different, and some of them are absolutely funny to have here. And then you just have the child who is actually a child. That sounds good. Yes.
I can smell a breakthrough right around the corner.
Are you writing that down, Archie? What? No, of course not. No notes are being taken here, none.
Archie, I told you already. I might be the bestest detective professor, and this might be meeting of a lifetime. But the investigation has to come first. How are you going to have time to write a book about my detective career if the world ends in a few days?
Also, can I ask you something real quick? Yeah, sure, absolutely. How do you stop yourself from sending a text or saying something that isn't relevant or anything to do with the conversation, but you feel like you just want to say it, even though sometimes you know you shouldn't? I don't know. I just feel like I stop myself because I'm thinking in my head while I'm writing it, like how it sounds, and it just sounds like odd, so I stop myself. That's the only thing I can, like, explain it. I don't really have any better explanation for it.
Because our friends are super strong and awesome. And we're super smart and awesome. But we should still focus on backing them up.
I'm sorry. It seems I can't help but gather material even now. You're a very impressive detective, and I fear what will happen if I stop thinking about my books. Is this what I think it is, Detective Melina?
I'm afraid it is.
Excuse me?
It's a severe case of the nerves. Quick, innkeeper. We need a remedy. Your only most revitalizing drink will do.
Does the patient agree with the prescription? Really? It's not that serious. Thank you. Perhaps a cure that'll boost my toughness is just what I need. Like example, the comment I made after saying your world map looks like the one in the Tale of the Abyss. To be honest, I've not played in Tale of the Abyss for a long time, and I can't, like, I don't even remember what it looks like. But I don't know, I feel like that's not a bad thing to say. So oh, after. Wait, hold on. Hold on, what did you do? Oh, for some reason I jumped that because there was so much map talk. No, but I don't feel like there's anything bad there. The comment after just feeling like an excuse to bring up that I haven't played Tales of the Abyss, since it adds nothing to what I said before. That is fair enough. That is absolutely fair enough. But I can't really say I have any way of doing it correctly, I would say. It's just that if it sounds good while I write it, that's sometimes like why I'm quiet when I write, because I can't like speak and write at the same time. On that patient serum. I guess that's just it. I'm just like thinking a bit while I am writing. Defense. Hot chocolate. Have I used everything up there yet? I really like... Wait, how much things do I have? So I can absolutely understand your point, but also like it's not too bad. I understand that it's like just comment about the game. But I don't know. I feel like I don't really have an answer to that question, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think I've used these yet. Pretty certain I've used everything else. So I might actually use these. If it works. Because we need something with this, which is... Nah. The problem is there is nothing really I can do with that. Okay, let's just do this one, the buns of steel. So what do we need? Yeah, we definitely need these. We need one of these. One, two, there we go. And then another one of these. There we go, steel tonic. We have a steel tonic. May this drink not be one of your tougher challenges. I don't know, just feel like I'm trying to talk about myself too much since I'm bringing it to your attention. Oh, did you know I haven't played Tales of Abyss in the last 3 months? You feel me? I absolutely understand what you're meaning. I do understand what you're feeling with that. I just don't have a good answer of like how to stop yourself from bringing stuff like that up. Unfortunately, I can't really think of a time I have done something like that. I have like mentioned that I haven't played a game in a long time, but it's mostly like when someone plays a game or something. I don't know. It is very difficult to say what like it feels like or how it feels like when people read or after you wrote something. This is excellent. I could write a novel about a superb taste alone. I really appreciate the effort to cheer me up. I suppose I've been worrying more than I realize. How can I repay?
Repay, Rishmay. You shouldn't just bear your worries silently.
I would accept an update on your research as a compensation.
Hello there.
Hello, Maestro. Why was that so silent for me? Is that because the game is so loud? But yes, welcome. I hope you have a good weekend. But me bringing it up that I have a problem also feels like that. Like I'm trying to put into your attention that I did that and I don't know how to stop it. That is fair enough. You're just curious about like how people would react because you just realize this is how you react. Now you're just curious how others react. That's basically how I see it. Certainly, we're happy to oblige. I thought my knowledge of tales and myths could serve us well in identifying another weapon to slay evil. So I questioned as many scholars and turned as many pages as I could. That sounds exciting. It might have been if I had managed to find even a hint of anything useful. Excalibur is nothing but a legend. The lands of Loigness might be real, but it proved impossible to trace its location. And don't even get me started on the history of the Sword of Balmer. I'm rather curious about the Sword of Balmer. My research ended in a total failure.
Don't say that. We wouldn't know that there aren't any other weapons if we hadn't looked. It just means we have to move our research focus to something else now. Like my investigation.
Oh?
Like I mentioned the other day, I really want to look into this weird bad guy really is. With a plan like his, he can't just be some random nobody.
His plan does have a certain je ne sais quoi, I think it's pronounced. I have no idea actually.
Je ne sais quoi.
I don't know why, she's so fucking adorable to be honest.
It's just so mustache twirling malicious. I bet he has a mustache.
Bro, sorry about bringing this up, but man, did I just been burnt out on fatigued for no reason. I think it's also been making me overthink stuff the whole day. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. At least like from what you say here and how you feel is that I can absolutely understand what you've been writing here before. But yeah, just relax a bit. Just relax, take it easy, just take a few breaths. Just have a nice time.
In any case, we must have left some traces that we can follow. And if we figure out his real identity, we'll know his mortal weakness.
I don't know how to do that. That is fair. That is mostly what burnt out mean. You don't know how to relax. And even I understand that feeling.
And we can figure out his real identity.
Yeah, I read that. Like an old wound?
Exactly.
Just Gany asking a few questions. I was showing my world map for my tabletop RPG I'm working on, or technically the scenario. And yeah, we just had a few questions and comments about the map, which isn't bad comments, by the way. It's nothing like bad or anything. Just, I did look like something. But like, that has happened so often lately. Just me doing a lot of stuff and getting burnt out as soon as I have the time to relax. Yeah. But yes.
Exactly. Someone who wears that much armor must have something underneath. So we'll just have to wait and see if he takes it off. Once he take a bath, we should. Actually, I don't think it's a good idea after all. Still, Carolyn always say it here, the more you know about your opponent, the easier victory. But this case like a ghost. No one has ever seen hide nor hair of him before this started. And here I thought armor like that would have made him super recognizable with the flowers and all. I did look up what some of them mean, and what Clay was able to identify.
Heterochromate cat. Oh wait, isn't that when the two eyes are different colors? I actually made another pixel art of now as well. As I said, I made for the players.
There are petunias and marigolds, which symbolize resentment, anger, grief, and mourning. So that told me absolutely nothing. Besides that he's a bad guy with some big feelings about the world, huh?
I don't know. I can definitely agree because, well, we have this little Melly here that is a cat and she's absolutely adorable.
Then I got an idea. What about the other well-known necromancers? Maybe we have a repeat offer on our hands. No one really seems to fit, though.
I saw like 2 cats today and they were adorable. Yeah, cats are adorable. There are sometimes cats that like our home and they tend to like have kittens around this area, so sometimes we have to like find them. They're absolutely adorable to find. I actually like, I like cats. I was just worried how the mother would react when I took her cat because we needed to take them back to our neighbor. And the cat didn't give a damn. That cat likes us so much that it actually allowed me to hold the kittens. Then it just got confused where the kittens went and we had to basically just show the cat. Here they are, come now. Kittens are so adorable.
But then I remember all of that stuff about the sigils. There actually was a necromancer that died when the portals opened. So I dug that file out of my pile and yes. If the creation of that portal broke a sigil, then that can't be a coincidence. Therefore, this necromancer from back then must have faked their death. And rebranded himself as the mustache-twirling, green-armored bad guy that we're facing now. Which we actually did meet yesterday. They're an old friend of ours. Bro, cats have been so funny to me lately. They definitely are. Shouldn't you be doing the pointing thing now? I'm just not feeling it, Innkeeper.
Well, generally cats sees you as just a weird bigger cat. So if you're family and don't do anything, break the trust or that, it seems highly odd. They won't get mad at you. Yeah, but at the same time, it's not our cat. It is our neighbor's cat. And we see that cat now and then. But it's not like it always sits in our lap every day, every morning or stuff like that. So it was basically like, how would a cat that knows about us? Speaking of cat, we have a cat boy asterisk here. Morning to you. I hope you have a wonderful morning. Yeah, We're speaking a lot about cats here. You came out in a good moment.
I'm sorry, Archie. This isn't the revelation of truth that it should be. When you write a book, the detective should be definitely pointing at something. Pointing.
Yes, I'll write that down.
Good.
I'm making coffee, so the world hasn't started turning yet. Fair enough. I don't drink coffee, so I just have to force my morning. I just have to force the world to turn. But absolutely understandable. Start that ignition, like brain ignition. No, the cat girl swore.
I can't believe we couldn't find anything.
Who taught you that word, Melly?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Speaking of pets, I need to take Doggo outside a bit and then give Doggo and Neko some food. Yes, give them food. They deserve food.
Oh well.
And Ganny's gonna make some late night coffee.
Oh well.
What are you planning on doing now?
We need a new perspective. Maybe there's something we haven't considered yet.
That's why we thought some of our research material with us. Abroad. Wouldn't a library be better for this?
Well, maybe, but there wouldn't be enough space to set up the conspiracy board.
You brought the board here?
Yep. Thanks for letting us set up here. Okay, I'll be in the back room. Bye!
Okay. I hope it's okay for us to take up some of your space. It's fine, Archie. You can go ahead. Much appreciated, innkeeper. I do that once in a while to help me sleep, even though it makes no sense. Fair enough, actually. It gives you such a kick that it basically just knocks you out.
Well, don't you look shipper?
Good to see you too, Yuna.
You can spare me the pleasantries.
Long day.
Nah, just never really into this research number jumbo. I was surprised when I heard you volunteer to...
Oh, I was surprised to hear you were volunteered to the research group. I do love her arm is actually a croquette thing. It's not just a small hook, it is for cooking croquette.
Ah, your info-gathering game is getting weak, innkeeper. I just choose the activity that let least hassle. Too much exercise isn't good for the retirement spirit. But I don't need to tell you that, do I? Before you get another word out of me, though, I need something to get my energy back. That whole frantic research atmosphere really tightened me out.
Something to bring your strength back? Got it. Well, we're gonna do the same as before. We're gonna do the Sailor's Courage. Pretty sure that she's a merfolk. Well, actually, what is she for something? Most of the time they don't really have like the merfolk name. Oh, Finnfolk. Okay, that was actually close enough. I didn't even realize how close enough that would be. No. I want to use this so I actually get the achievement for using all of these things up here. But I can't do that now. This one would work though. If I actually put it in. There we go. And yeah, I am playing with a controller because for some reason I like to play with a controller, especially games like this. Never mind, ran out of coffee after pulling out all-nighter today. Fair enough. Oh, I'm already done with the Sailor's Courage. I thought I needed something else for it. And apparently it also gives fire resistant. I'm pretty certain they already are. Or no, wait. That's a weird thing. Finnfolk is like a water element kind of thing. Which means that I feel like they would be good against fire. But Finnfolk or like merfolk kind of thing without water is just dried up, which means are they weak against fire? Okay, I have no idea actually. Here, for all that heavy duty crocheting you're doing. I'm back with coffee now. Yeah, nice. Yeah, what's up, Kenny? Have a good coffee. I feel like I could croquet gloves for an entire army with this. And got some more adventures stashed away in those back room of yours. Yeah, some for more frantic researchers, I'm afraid. So what else have you been up to? Just making sure Grace and Scully don't work themselves into an early grave for the most part. Any news from that front? Are you in the mood of being underwhelmed? Listening to what my operators want to share, whether good or bad, is a key part of my job. I've spoken like a good little innkeep. As for their research, not many surprises there, to be honest. What mic I use? I'm using my... But wait, hold on. What was it called? I kind of forgot what it actually was called. Wait, does it say on the back of this one? No, it only says... I think it's like a Holy Land M1. Which is a wireless microphone. Because yes, I got it as a birthday present. That was the thing I used for my trip to the Lego convention. And to be honest, I really liked it ever since, so I just kept using it. That's the microphone I'm using. A Holy Land M1, I think. Or Mark 1 or Mark... I don't know, it was something with M1, I just don't remember, hold on. Yeah, you probably could hear that a bit. That was basically from the other microphone. I have two. But I unfortunately cannot find that right now, so I have no idea. The damage that breaking the sigil did pretty much is reversible as expected. That teleportation spell Grace is looking into also not getting us any less dangerous. Even with all the modifications he's making, there's still a good chance of it backfiring. And by good chance I mean like 70%. What kind of backfiring are we talking about? Like everything blows up, I have firework and fun. I'm pretty certain killing you. I'm looking at all my follower channels and I'm looking at all my followed channels and over 75 who's on are doing ASMR. There's nothing wrong with ASMR what I think personally. But 75 of them, damn. I think like this morning one had ASMR. There is like, I know 2 people I'm following that do ASMR now and then. Other than that, it's not actually that much. Like killing you instantly, exactly. Oh, how are Skull and Grace feeling about everything? They're all taking in strides, or they're just too stubborn to give up, I'm not sure. Sounds like them. What about you? Me? All of this must be pretty disheartening. I mean, not really. These kind of doomsday scenarios just lose their impact after a while in this business. Okay, it kind of sounds like it's happening a lot for you. I've lived my life, I made my choices, now I'm just doing what I want either way. If the end of the day comes knocking, I'm on my porch, croquetting and drinking, I'll have no regrets. Oh, and I'm on my porch, yeah. But you're not on your porch. You're here looking after the people trying to avert that doomsday scenario. I was not gonna lie. Now I realize how much of a dumbass I've been for not saving money ever since I was young, because shit is expensive. It really is, but not even I did too much of saving around high school. It was after that my big saving actually was. I can't believe I had to hear that from you. There's a bad taste in my mouth. I could offer you another drink to wash it down. No thanks. Unfortunately, you got a point. I got swept all in all this a little. Sure is weird. What is? Caring. Not like I need to elaborate. Preaching to the chore and all that. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha, sure, whatever. Let me just ask you this. As you are, will you have no regrets when all of this is over? You couldn't just let me have the last word, huh? No way in earn. No, not earn. I'll leave it to that, to contemplate that, I guess. Are Mel and Archie here? In the back. I'll go see if the young uns need some company. They have a big-ass conspiracy board back there. How did I miss them bring that in, if they actually brought it with them? Oh, Carolyn. Oh. I think someone was playing on my television, some YouTube thing, because I just heard 2 achievement things twice. One from my end and one from the television. And greetings, I mean, good mythical afternoon adventurers. Right, just because of the guy there. Something... Well, the weird thing is 2 of them look kinda down. 2 of them look normal. I like doing an Rupa, which is quite a bit for me, and not even a day would have passed, and I would have already spent like 40. I don't even know what the difference is between the one I have and that, so I can't even say how much this is.
Good afternoon, innkeeper.
Does this afternoon seem mythical to you? It seems wet. Sorry about that. We didn't have much time to dry off before coming in here. The floorboards should be able to endure it just this once. That's okay if you want to leave now, Baya. I'll make it back safe.
Okay. But please keep the blankets.
That's... Well, then that's not really... I don't even know how much it actually costs here in Sweden, to be honest.
I could make some soup.
We could go for... We should be good for now. Thanks, Baya. Where are you headed, Baya?
The swamp. I want to talk to my friends.
I see.
Goodbye. Let a tree know if you need any more help. I'll come.
Well, stay safe, Baya. Something tells me whatever you did, which I think is the smith thing, did not work. Spit it out already. We've been chewing on this ever since we escaped from that mountain. It just feels bad, alright? So... That doesn't sound too good. How do you get money? Right now, trying to get from the Arbetsförmedlingen, which is a place that helps out with getting work. Not doing so good right now because of I having to fix some papers, which is very difficult because my last work doesn't want to actually reply me. So, slowly. Isn't that pretty obvious? Right. More importantly, the others come back yet in keep. They haven't. It's a waiting game then. Great, my favorite. Alright then, Kip. This is where you can come in with a drink. I'm going to explode with keep brooding like this. I'm not that rude fella. That still reminds me of last week. I do love that everyone is just like... We're not like the Rogue, basically just gloomy and dark and like Batman. I do love that Melly basically went like, if I keep on this, I'll just get gloomy and dark like him. Except for the being gay for Fable. I don't know why, I just love that comment. And which of my drinks would be aid? Ooh. I know, I know this is none of my concern, and I'm sorry for thinking too hard about this, but I never thought about how people usually get money without a job, and I remember that the last job I recall you having was the one at the sushi place. Oh, I had one after that, fixing the telephones, but they didn't want to have me. And personally, I didn't want to have them because they basically needed from me that I was capable of selling for 20,000 Swedish kronor to at least 3 people. And let us easily say like this, 20,000 is about a month's salary, normally. And that's like, yeah, fucking forget about that. I didn't really like the place. So I did have a work after that. But it depends on from person to person. Not sure we could help soften the outcome of our quest, but maybe protection from disappointment mightn't do. Certainly. There we go. Let's do some replacement. What am I talking about? Let's do this one again. I don't know why. I just like to do this. Man, money is weird, definitely. Let's just do this one again because, well, why not? I like doing the more complicated one recently because we have them and it's more fun to deal with. You reckon I should work during college? That's a good question. I didn't need to, but we did have things to... I think I just realized that I'm gonna remove the infusion. Wait. Hold on, did I do something wrong? Oh! This one is right. But I did this thing. But it depends on from person to person. I am unfortunately not capable of saying, really. Because I got both help from, like, with the Swedish constitution or something. Like, I don't know what to say. There is things for money and studying. And then there's also, like, family and friends and other things. So it depends on from person to person. Some persons do, some persons don't. Come on, lad, at least I have money, one more way of earning money, but on the other hand, I have no idea what I can do. Fair enough. I hope your disappointment will just a distant memory after this drink. Thanks. I'll take the edge off. Didn't realize my shoulders were so tense this entire time. Can I offer you two a drink as well? I'm fine, for now. Count me in and keep. I don't really want to think about it. Perhaps understanding where we failed wouldn't be a bad idea. See what I can do. Honestly, my problem is just I'm too ignorant and I don't understand how getting a job works. You're telling me I've gotten a few works before and I'm still not fully understanding it because everything just got changed or people don't really give a damn. So trust me, I can't really say too much there because even I have no goddamn idea. Wait, can I give... Let's check. Damn it. I want to use these, but I've not been able to use them yet. Well, if it could be a job, then I would basically be something, I don't know. Candy professional stupid. I'm pretty certain there are like probably a lot of people that would feel that to be a part of that. I can definitely say sometimes I feel I'm part of that. And there we go. Silent Owl. This might just be what you're looking for, to understand the meaning of everything. Wasn't that the thing? I would love being a professional bum. Fair enough. What? Where? I don't know where that came from. But it is good. My sympaths are firing up at the speed of light. Here's my conclusion. We might really Okay, fair enough. Was it that bad? I'm glad I never went to college, honestly. Can understand. I went to college. I wasn't capable of doing the last project, but I kept up. I did the best I could. I don't really regret doing it, but I feel like it didn't really give me something I can use for later. Well, other than like personal game development stuff. But everyone has their own tastes, definitely. You don't even know the half of it. Wait, this can't be right. Just be it, right? Grace and the others could figure something else out by now. They probably already have some quests in store for us, for Plan C, D, or X. I didn't go to college either. I went to trade school because I really don't want a massive handicap of death. Fair enough. The death thing for Swedish stuff isn't that bad. Well, we still have it, depending on, but not like for the school thing, mostly for like other things. Sorry, Hex. Archie and Melly couldn't find any new leads. And Grace and Scully are just still at it, but from what I've heard, they haven't found much either. That's, Come on, Inky, stop joking around. I don't think it's very funny. Neither do I. And what are we even doing here? What? If the innkeeper doesn't have any quests for us, why are we wasting time here? If you haven't noticed, the world might be ending soon. We failed to create a world-saving weapon. And now where we're at. Have a nice chat? Yeah, what's up, Kenny? Oi, you might be close over and step in there, wizard. Well, maybe someone needs to say it instead of just lazing around. Lex, sit your arse down. This is not time to lose your control. We aren't just here for chat. Information about the group that went to the Twilight Chasm will reach this in first. Definitely. So, are we cool? I'm sorry. Not exactly a good look for a wizard to lose his head, is it? As long as you realize that yourself. While we wait for the others, I guess it's time for another story in Keep. I'm looking forward to getting some context. Right, after a chat the other day, Kyle and I went to pick up Hex. I said goodbye to Kyle, he cried, then he left for Marrow Castle. Soon after, Care and Baya picked us up. He just stepped out of a tree right next to us. Baya was pretty excited to take us to the islands. Apparently, she pen pals with a Yeti, and she's never gotten the opportunity to visit. Well, then wish. Wish? Yeah. One minute we're surrounded by nice and lush woods, and the next, vast mountains. Snow. Lots of snow. A lot of snow. I can't do her dialect if there's only like 3 words. Okay, suck at description. Our journey to the highlands was fast. It's barely noteworthy. It was impressive. I mean, sure, evocation is obviously the superior school of magic. I suppose such a feat as conjuration was pretty cool, even though nothing blew up. I tried to look it up on Google and I didn't fully understand what it meant, so instead I was looking at the article for something, I just went easy way and tried some pictures, got flashbang. Now, fair enough. And then you had to keep blabbing to Baya about it until we reached the village. Well, Grace will kill me if I didn't ask for details. Well, the view was great. We were pretty disoriented. Even when we found the village Clay told us about, no one would point us out to the temple. Care looked like she was getting ready to throw people around if they continued saying they couldn't help us. It was clear that no one then knew anything. Even though we still had no idea where to go, we left the village. And when Baya let this gut-wrenching scream. It sounds like this. Thanks. I really appreciate you replicating that scream. But why? Hey, you guys insist I stay to tell the tale. Oh, there we have Melly again. How big is this bar? Because I'm pretty certain there's another chair to the right.
Did someone die? Oh, hi, Linny.
Good to see you, Melly. Cowabunga. Jesus. No one died. Higgs just got a little too excited. Whoopsies.
Oh, I see. Well, make sure not to scream like that anymore.
Or no one will know when you really need a detective on the screen. After all, you don't want to be the next boy who cried detective. I'll keep that in mind.
I'll go back to the board then.
I love it just comes out there like, well. So, Bia let out a scream. We had no idea why she did, but before we could explain, we heard some loud footsteps approaching. We was out to sea with a heavy snowfall, but a huge silhouette was making its way towards us. Kiara almost tore it into it as soon as it was close. But before we knew it, Bia rushed forward. Almost attacked Bia's pen pal. You actually met a abominable snow yeti? Oh, yeah, really nice fella. Also pretty good with directions. They pointed us towards the temple. When they did, I noticed their well-crafted ring made of something like opal. Couldn't help but ask about it. No, say hi to her as well then. Mostly because she's not here and I don't think... Can they hear me? I don't even know if it can hear me. I don't know why, but I've just been laughing. My stomach ache was burst when I saw it. Well, fair enough. Turns out I got it from the temple. I really got the Yeti talking. Not much about the temple's jewelry making business. And about how anyone approaching the stronghold unannounced would be seen as an enemy. Which is a horrible way to run a business. Now, the Yeti explained that only a selected group of trusted people are allowed into the premises. I didn't want to help us get in though. Something about getting their jewelry by buying rights revoked. But at least we knew a way, and as soon as that invisibility finally kicked in, we saw it before us. I don't know what to say about that, but thanks so much. I'm very bad at responsible. Someone say something good for me. I'm just sitting there like, that's so nice, but also how am I supposed to react to it? Well, thank you so much. Well, at least we knew our way, and as soon with that invisibility finally kicking, we saw it before us. Lo and behold, the Temple of Ur, where the flame of Leviathan is kept. Sounds blasphemous. I can't even pronounce that. And the trek up there was brutal. So much walking, I thought my feet were going to fall off. It wasn't so bad, really. The winding path looked nice, all that sparkling snow. As is for you to say, you just vaulted right over all that rubble. Guess we did get the gate eventually. It was close, of course, a gigantic wet slab of stone in the weather condition. And there's one thing I know about this sort of thing, is that the gate is like this one are super inconvenient. Good thing we didn't want to waltz in through the main gate anyway. Now, with the invisibility effect from your drink still active, we started checking for another point of entry. Sorry, I can't watch your stream, I'm too busy playing a rhythm game for the last 10 hours. Oh, good God, I don't know if I'm supposed to take that seriously or not, but to be honest, there are some times that people actually do that, and it's absolutely fair enough. Some rhythm games are actually kind of fun. I've played a few, but I'm really shit at them. Well, some of them. I did actually play Hellsinger not long ago. It was actually a really good game. Not so much rubble. I figured there must have been somewhere for us to slip through. Well, there wasn't. And I was already starting to feel the itch of the invisibility wearing off. But yeah, Hellsinger was fine. Yeah, it really was. It was on sale for a long time ago, and just decided like, yep, I'm getting that. We're running out of time. Come on, tell the innkeeper what you did. What we decided to do next. We might have to try scale the temple walls. Very close to the top. And then the stone started to crumble right on our hands. It was the first to fall, but it didn't take long for us to follow. There's a good to fall with a wizard that could cast a spell to slow the descent rather than breaking our necks. And I thought you guys just want a big group hug. Again, I was getting food, but yes. If you want more group hugs, maybe cast that spell earlier than 5 feet before hitting the ground. Sure, I'll keep the practicing spell Spellcasting while falling at a terminal velocity more often, like more for next time. That sounds really hella dangerous. Well, you didn't manage it before we turned into a big puddle of adventure soup. If only we managed to land literally anywhere else. I didn't even know creatures that big lived out there. Aye, me neither. Right next to us was where what we had thought was a snow-covered mountain. And an eye as big as a care opened. It was the guardian of the temple. I slowly lifted his massive head and we realized the mountain path we had been walking on earlier. There was no path but the body of the guivre. What is a guivre? Its neck body slowly unfurled from around the temple. While shaking the snow of itself, it revealed its pure white iridescent scales. For a few moments, it just stared us down. Then a gigantic opal embedded between its eyes shone with every color imaginable. What I would have given to work with an opal of such fine quality. It's good to hear you guys had a mythical moment there. I, for one, was worried about the overgrown snake with fangs. The guivre unfurled its wings from where they had been tucked against its body and rose into the air. Is there actually a thing called that? Because I feel like I've heard about that before, like a snake with wings. To each their own, to me it only looked a bit silly. It made me chuckle a bit. Chuckles are good. Chuckles are good! Hold on, let me just search this up. Is it guivre? Yeah, apparently a guivre is something. Apparently some sort of dragon, which is kind of understandable then. So it's like a snake with wings of dragon. It's French for worm. Ah, fair enough. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. There is yeah, that. I can't pronounce that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't pronounce that, and that was the first thing I had in mind when I said a snake with wings. It's a Aztec snake god, and it has wings. Yes, I've heard about that one before. That's where I actually thought of it, but I didn't know if it actually had a name that was for real, rather than the name I can't even pronounce. An attack position. It struck with such speed, we only avoided it thanks to Kara's quick reflexes when she pushed us into the snow. All I could think about was that I didn't want to fight it. When it was getting back into position for another strike, I screamed out our intentions out. I couldn't imagine the dragon's guardian would be indifferent to our objective. I didn't seem to care much about it though. Or it didn't hear us. I didn't want to give up. We had to communicate with it in a way that we couldn't ignore. Ouroboros has wings. Oh, it has? I know that Ouroboros is like the snake that is basically close, like eating its own tail or something, like a circle. But I did not know it actually had wings. I had to make a real Google search for how the name is spelled. Fair enough, actually. I can't even pronounce it. So we choreographed an expressionist dance. No, not really. But that would have been a lot funnier. In any case, instead of trying to fight it, I told the others to get moving and get our message across. By writing in the large letters in the snow, it's a medicinal symbol more than anything. Right, that's also the thing. I thought that snake thing was something else and was not an Ouroboros. Because I know of that, because I don't know what game or something, but I remember like a staff having that snake with wings. And it was a symbol or something for like good health. But I did not remember that. Ouroboros doesn't have wings, and I don't think the medical symbol is Ouroboros. It's not? Like, I don't know. I know of Ouroboros. I tried to stomp out letters while a giant reptile is attacking you, Innkeeper. Heck of a core workout. I think I developed muscles where no muscle should ever develop. Watch out, you might become the first wizard to complete a push-up. Okay, that I don't know why, but I love that comment. You might be the first wisher to complete a push-up. And did it work? The push-up? No, the writing in the snow thing. I see the mystical symbol have wings, but the Ouroboros surely doesn't have wings. Oh, fair enough. Make it harder for it to eat itself. I wasn't sure at first. I can't remember what exactly what it's called. Oh, but I have no idea either. The medical symbol is the Caduceus. There are so many names, and most of them I can't even pronounce or even remember. But then the attack stopped. I saw it look intently at what we had written. Then it laughed itself in our direction again, and instead of trying to attack us, it dove into the snow. The ground beneath us started shaking until all of us were suddenly lifted on top of its head. I thought we were ascending towards the realm for a second, not gonna lie. The staff with two snakes that call around the staff. Yeah, I remember that part. But instead we were just lifted higher and higher into the air, towards the temple. So we could see the tower that emerging from the temple grounds. The guy must have understood us after all. The curse was taking us to the only place I could have imagined the flame to be. So we were close enough for us to jump down from the guardian. And then I saw the altar. No flame. What did you see? I am pretty certain that they did not see any flame. That's the thing. We saw nothing. I am pretty... Oh, right, the fucking bird. Okay, so for those who probably missed last time, we used to have a bird around Hex's hat, stomping around there. That's apparently a pet of my old friend, which he took with him when he left last time. Yeah, it has basically been a spy. Also, dude, you know what I just realized this week? No idea. Nothing. No great flame of the Leviathan. Just a devastated altar. An empty basin with a flame could have rested. Oh, we were foolish. Clue is already there when we were approaching the temple. All the rubble, the poor state of the building. The flame was extinguished during the flood, long before we ever set foot in the islands. I should have known that the eternal flame was too good to be true. It was such a waste of time. I can imagine our shock when at what we saw in Keep. The realization slowly began to settle in. There would be no way of forging that weapon. Nothing to will against the Necromancer. Did you know that the Caduceus is the staff that the Hermes carries? Oh, that I did actually forget. Well, the Ouroboros has its origin in the Egypt, China, or Mesopotamia. Oh, nice. Did you know that the Cliffoth isn't just something made from Devil May Cry 5? I don't remember what the Cliffoth is for something. I've completely forgot about that. I have played the game, but I can't remember what the Cliffoth is. Up there at the altar, everything was so quiet. The priestess hadn't reached us yet. It was just the sound of the wind, and the crushing disappointment we were all feeling. The Guardian didn't need to say a word, I understood it either way. With every emotion we were feeling, they couldn't compare to the grief in the Guardian's eyes. Eventually we joined by some of the priests, who confirmed that we had already missed and lost their main object of worship on the day of the flood. At least our disappointment was somewhat softened by the warm meal from the priests offered us. Because I didn't know, and I've heard people talk about it in different contexts like a while ago, and I thought it was real, and this whole time I thought it was like something made for the game, like Tammany grew in the third game. Much of Devil May Cry is based in real life religion. That is kind of understandable because they use a lot of like demons and stuff like that, so actually having like in real life religion of demons and angels and stuff is kind of understanding. At least that is yeah, there we go. I think they felt bad for us. The community, there's community in shared grief. They were pretty interesting, that sword of yours as well. Considering everything we have learned in the last few days, the minor divinity of it feels hardly noteworthy. Cliff of the Nolan 5 is like the giant tree root thing, I think. Oh! Yeah, okay, I completely forgot it had that name. Okay, wait, hold on, I missed something here. Well, cherish it nonetheless. Maybe I'm also just glad that it'll remain a memento of my grandma. It was stupid to think I could try to rival her feats. And then drink a bit, because holy damn, this is making me thirsty. But they expect you to talk to those priests for so long. I've never seen you so forthcoming before, Rhea. Ain't exactly every day you see that kind of smithing mastery in display. Usually those priests were decked out and was one wonder to behold. straight dripping. No, please don't. I don't complain when Nico says it, because even if he actually complains, he continues because he loves it. I can't believe the game about devils and demons has some religious inspiration. Jesus. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, the level of craftsmanship is to be expected of first people, I guess. They were really generous as well. Practically forced those opals on you. On that blueprint. You're misunderstanding that one, Kier. That was for you. It's a sword blueprint that had been passed down since the conception of that temple. A form of worthy of the dragons, might as they put it. Then they wasted it. I know you won't hear it now, but if you ever feel different, it'd be an honor to forge it for you. We eventually got ready to head back. I was worried about the lack of trees around us, but Baya seemed unbothered. We headed to the courtyard, where slowly but surely she grew a whole tree. Its branches were stark white and covered in gleaming leaves. I asked afterward what kind of tree it was, but she just replied that it was the dream of the soil. I don't know what they meant. The priest looked very touched by its appearance. But we needed to be on our way, so into the tree we went. This gives me the same energy on that. Oh, hold on. We have a... Boom! There we go. This gives me the same energy as one of the streamers who did an IQ test. Don't remember his name. I was like, what? Discord is an actual word? It's just an app? For some reason, I went like, wait, is it a word? But yeah, I know it's a word. It's just like, for me, it's two different pronunciations for some reason, but there isn't. But yeah, I know that Discord is a word. This is for my brain, basically separated Discord with Discord. I don't know what my brain did there. We stopped by Bias and then headed over here. Oh, so that's that. I've had such a depressing walk back to the tavern. Quit your yapping. You were going on and on about this all the way over there too. That's easy for you to say. After all, you got those gems. Great for your stupid competition. Some also were a bit put off by the quest failing. Then just come out and say what your problem is. The problem is you're acting like everything is fine. Oh. That's not good. Wait, wasn't it just raining a moment ago? Oh, thank you for the head pats. I just heard the sound and I was like, huh? Oh, thank you for the head pats. Nice with the little head pats. We're used to the app, but I could understand it was a young teen who said it. But this dude is an adult, like, bro, what the fuck have you done in that dome of yours? Yeah, as I said, like, I know that Discord basically means, like, it's another word for chaos, I would say. But it's basically, it's like, my brain went with, like, okay, Discord as a name, Discord as a thing. And basically separated two other things. So my brain went like, wait, Discord is actually a word? Like, yes, Discord is a word, because I know Discord is a word. I was thinking about the word. but I couldn't like fit them together as the same thing. What just happened here, by the way? Just to make everything shake. Stop. Well, seems like it. Chaos, disorder, discord, similar meaning. Yeah. Seems like it. Is everyone okay? More or less. Ah, yeah. What about Melly and the others? I need to... I'll go. Alright. Thanks, Rhea. I'll take my leave. We told our story. There's no other reason for me to stick around. I know this is a hard time for all of us. But I need to check on Grace. Goodbye, Hex. Absolutely understandable. Oh, there was actually no more table over here. Or stool. So we have 4 stools in total. It's getting late. There's always a room for you up... Oh, it's getting late. There's also a room for you upstairs if you get tired, Lynn. That's fine. I'll keep you company. Things might be really dire if you're offering that. What do they say? Desperate times call for desperate measures. Oh, apparently I got an achievement called The Last Dawn. Welcome back. Keep it. Okay. Yeah, it didn't go well. Well, first of all, they're missing a person. Where is the thing? It took a longer in app to figure out because I've heard of the app and the song by Black Griffin, and I believe the name is based... What's his name? Which is based in the My Little Pony character. I completely forgot there was a character called that in that. Okay. I'm gonna be silent. Like, they are feeling bad. I'm not gonna try to force a hi. Yeah, I think I've heard it was like a character called out or something. But yeah, Discord is a word of event? I don't know. Considering what happened on Discord most of the time, I'd say that's pretty much a fitting name. That is actually fair. Where are the others? They are not... Vile's voice outside with Una. She's trying to calm him down. We didn't want him to throw up in your tavern. Did he have a panic attack? I hope Tia isn't giving him too much of a hard time about it. I think Tia is gone. Mostly because she's not here. And unlike the happy barbarian he is pissed. She isn't, right? No. I can understand that, because Discord has been around for a while now, and many younger people don't usually learn in school like we did. And also, we had Messenger and Skype way before Discord. Yep. Where is she then? Did I, like, give them the wrong goddamn thing? Like, that's the thing. I feel like I can't give them the wrong drink. I can give them the wrong drink, but I can't give them the wrong decision. Because it's always gonna work in some point. And also, hello Badger! I hope you have a good weekend. It was fun playing some Phasmophobia. Subnautica yesterday. Gone! She's gone. She left. No, she's dead. Tia... I'm not gonna try to make this a joke. You're right. She's way too stubborn to die. Well, she did. Okay, I'm curious of how now. Because as I said, I can always give them a drink depending on what I want them to do. For example, oh, you're gonna forge a flame. Oh, then have this drink because you're gonna need endurance to make the sword. Or you do this if something guarding it. But it doesn't matter what I gave them before, they would have failed because the flood took the flame. So I'm getting a feeling I could have not done anything here. Awful, yeah. Don't hear us tell us. You don't have to tell us that. Is anyone else? No. We got away just in time. That's good. What about Fable? Did you see them there in the castle, maybe? No. We didn't find them, though. What? I found a bunch of broken arrows not too far from the portal. They were all engraved with pretty flowers. I'm doing alright, just tired. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. I think they were there. They just didn't. You come back? I hope they're okay. Maybe a drink they would have been. Maybe with a drink they would have been okay. Yeah, but they didn't want to drink. Never got into my space. Same here. I don't actually remember what the hell that was. What do you mean? I didn't make Emma drinking keep. We had a bit of a fight. So you willingly endangered them. I had hoped it would stop them from going. Nothing could ever stop Fable from helping people, you idiot. I realize that now. We should thank the dragons I care more about my friend's eardrums than I care about yelling at you. I already regret it well enough, don't worry. You better, if anything happens to them. If they end up like Ethii. I know, me too. We shouldn't have left without her. Her body wasn't exactly cooperative. We could have taken it with us if we tried. Don't call her that! What? And it. Also, you read the manga I told you about? Oh. Play. That's right. Have some respect. I'm just saying. Well, stop saying it. Alright, you three, calm down. No need to spill more blood. Please, tell us what happened. Oh, what does it matter? We abandoned her. That's what happened. We didn't do that. We should abandon the world. Our angel would be disappointed in us. It's not like we had much choice. You could say that, wouldn't you? You would say that, wouldn't you? And what's that supposed to mean? You always run! Of course you couldn't choose anything else. I ran because I have something to get back to claim. So did she! I am pretty certain we are getting to a part where no one is gonna be happy. Let me just call on the person doing all this if I had their number. I'm not joking, they were here yesterday in the tavern time. Or the day before that. Okay, how about a drink for calming all your nerves? No. Time and place. I'll take. Need to tell you what happened after all. Even though I rather wouldn't. Got anything that makes that easy? I'm running out of secrets though. Don't worry, there's no need for trading today. I don't have anything to wash away the regret. But maybe I can get you something to make the words flow easier. Hot chocolate is not one of these ones. 1,000 wins, perhaps. Yeah, let's do this one. Still want to use these berries, but I haven't really found anything to use them for, so this is gonna be a bit of an issue. This one we can use. Yeah, no problem. Have a good trip to the store. I'm gonna be here making some drinks, and hopefully things get better in this world. And apparently it is not the first time we as the innkeeper have been through something like this. And that is something we learned thanks to our old friend. Wait, is he actually a part of this cast now? Oh fuck, he's actually here, Quasar. He's here. I wish he wouldn't have come. So basically, again, how many of you are there? There we go. But yes, for those who know, this is actually the evil person in this game, Quasar. And I'm not joking when I say it. This is the guy with the flowers, the armor, and apparently the bird that has been spying on us and know exactly what these people were gonna do. Which is why everything is going to fuck right now. The problem is, why haven't I told these people yet? Thanks for this little taste of normalcy. So I don't really know what to ask. Did you stop him? No. Oh. He was faster than us somehow. Melly and Bayo drew us a map to the portal, so we could get there quickly, but when we arrived we found a note stapled on a tree. It read, "If you value life, go home." He knew you were coming? Apparently. Jade and Tia argued about what to do, but we didn't exactly have a lot of options. Yeah, what's up, Kenny? So we went after him right into the Twilight Chasm. Yeah, sure. It was. Calling it the realm of nightmares seems like an understatement in retrospect. Wouldn't have made it without Void. And Tia's light? Oh, sorry, I did the wrong goddamn voice for her. And Tia's light. We ran into the necromancer on his way back. Didn't even catch him before he got to Earth. He looked unharmed. It's ridiculous how easy it must have been for him. In his hand he held an axe shaped like a dragon's talon, pulsating with magical energy. It was smaller than I thought it would be. Magic weapons tend to size adjustable. To be a size adjustable. Oh, right. How do you start learning something without getting stuck in a tutorial hell and just feeling lost, knowing what to do? Not knowing what to do? Don't really know. Check a few tutorials, try them out, try some stuff myself, and then check other tutorials. That's basically the only thing I would say I learn ways. Or finding references, depending on if it's drawing or doing anything else. Maybe we would have stood a chance if we hadn't walked right into a cluster of nightmare creatures. I thought maybe they'd be a good distraction for him too, but the necromancer called them for aid in the chasm's tongue. Voice said he promised them freedom and endless nightmares. And just like that, they sided with him, and we were up against necromancer, god's axe, and a horde of monsters. We thought we were well protected. Honestly, I don't know why, but I just feel tired. You did say before that you were burned out, so it's absolutely understandable if you feel tired. And also, it's late for you. That's also a second reason for why you feel tired. The frost warmer did. Helped at first keep the creature's sharp claws at bay, but whenever the necromancer got close to one of us, he cast some sort of modified fire spell. First thing, it melted our armor and most of our defenses. At least we were fast enough to avoid most of the attacks thrown at us. Guess I was right about that speed. Doesn't feel that good though without Tia here and hearing my "I told you so." Yeah, but I'm being late. Can't excuse me for being tired the whole day. The fire must have been difficult for you, Dave. It was. I managed not to get caught in it. Until we pushed to the edge of the Twilight Chasm, back to the portal we hadn't entered from. That's where he was heading to, back towards Guy. The others has already been pushed out by the nightmare creatures, but I was still in his way. When his fire magic hit me in the chest and I stumbled backwards, falling onto the jagged ground, I froze. I wish I hadn't but fear took hold of me, and I couldn't move. Can I ask your opinion on something? Absolutely. I lay there charred, bleeding, terrified, and he just looked at me. I thought, this is it. It's over. I'm going to abandon Melly after all. And then, after what felt like an eternity, he just walked away through the portal and left me there alive. I scrambled after him, of course, after I regained my senses. Don't know why he spared me. Maybe he briefly remembered he was an asshole heart. Maybe. It doesn't matter, I guess. When I charged back into the fight, it looked even worse than it had moments ago. Every time a monster went down, he just brought them back up. We couldn't break through, couldn't even get close to him until Clay cut down 4 of them at once, and Tia was quick enough to take advantage of the opening. Suddenly, she was face to face with the necromancer, fighting him one-on-one. Sorry for a pust. I'm trying to learn to draw with the aim of learning to animate, but I don't know whether to relearn traditional art, since it feels like I'm getting used to it easier, and just apply what I know on digital later, or just dive straight into digital art after not drawing much in months. If you want to try and animate with traditional art, you can absolutely do that, because that is still a good test. Animation is still animation, it's a picture of the picture. So if you want to try to do that in a traditional sense, because you feel that's what you're best at, definitely do try that. If you feel that it might be easier to do it digitally, then you can definitely try that as well. So it depends on which one you feel you're better at drawing. Because the animation part is less of a problem if you know what you're gonna do, or how you're at least gonna draw it. Right in the middle of the moon pools on the Cassiopeia's land. It's true, you know. You can see all of the 7 moons reflected in their clear waters at once. It would have looked beautiful if it hadn't been for all the blood. I tried to get to her on hell, but I kept getting swarmed. Tia's blood is gold. Did you know that? No, and I wish I didn't. Yeah, me too. I'll spare you all the details. She fell and he struck her again and again until she stayed down. Jesus. And then... he brought her back, a body that is. Tia wasn't in there anymore, she'd never have fought Clay willingly. I was trying to get to him, but she just wasn't letting me getting me through. And I couldn't hurt her, she's my best friend. We kept trying to fight, kept trying to channel our anger into victory against him. But I couldn't stop thinking about who was going to end up with empty eyes next. When I heard Clay scream after Tia cut through his shoulder, I had to do something, so I yelled out for all of us to run. The boy used his Haigum to push back some of the undead creatures, giving us a path to escape, and I tried to pull Clay away from Tia, away from his death. He's much stronger than me, though. So I called out to Jade for help. For the record, I thought we were cowards for leaving, but Tia would have beaten my ass if I had let Clyde die. It was the right decision. I feel that was the right decision. If they all stayed there, that would have been worse because they couldn't fight the corpse of the friends, apparently. You decided to save each other. Tia would have been proud of you. I don't know about that, but at least we're alive. At least you're alive. Jade helped me pull Clay away from the fight, and we ran. We ran and we ran until Void collapsed. And when we got back up, we made our way to your tavern. And now we're here. I'm glad you made it back, but I'm sorry I had to go through all that. Man, sorry, but some reason I just feel like I'm repeating things from 2-3 years ago again. Don't worry about that. Sometimes things feel like they're repeating, sometimes they feel not. Why did we have to? Why didn't Cassiopeia save us? Save her? The dragons are neutral. The dragons are assholes! There are sometimes I don't do the swears because I don't know what they would say there, and there are sometimes I do it because it fits. Sure are. The real assholes is the madman who killed her. We have to go back. I don't think that's a good idea, bud. We have to retrieve her body. We can't have it. He can't have her. Now he can use her to navigate that stupid portal, and she will hate that. She will hate being used, being turned to another monster he can use. I get passionate about something. I do it a lot, but then I just get burned out and I start asking you stuff and just rambling to distract myself and end up falling out of learning. It always happen. Doesn't matter if it's drawing, coding, or even editing. I wouldn't see it as that. It's as you said before, you're just asking questions to feel like what other people would think about things. You're like just curious of what other would feel for it. Because I can absolutely understand the whole like getting burned out of things if you do too much of something or doing less of something. But I feel like personally I don't feel. It doesn't feel like that from like a receiving point of view. At least not for me. I can't say for anyone else, unfortunately. But yeah, for me it's just like you're just wondering because that is something that is on your mind at this moment. And sometimes we have things we're thinking of and sometimes we don't. We can't do that, Clay. We don't even know where they are right now. If we had stayed, we might. But we didn't. Thanks to you. But it what it is, right? You say we can't go back, so we can't change anything. We screwed up. We put it right into his hands. Of this power and strength and magic, and we didn't change anything. Hold on. Sure you did your best. What's the point of doing that if it doesn't save anyone? I can't even feel her anymore. Her bracelet is just empty. It's just an absence where Tia should be. I feel like if we just had done something differently, if we hadn't been so stubborn, I don't know if you could have changed anything. Why do you sound so sure of that? I think the necromancer, I think he heard everything. What you planned, I mean. How could that even be possible? After you left the jackdaw near my window, I think it was a spy, and it heard everything. What? Well, honestly, I just feel like me making asking questions here and looking up tutorials just feel like I was distracting myself and taking a break from doing that thing, but then I usually just fall out of doing it. That I can't give an answer to, really. That is something on your end that I, unfortunately, don't really have any power to change or fix. But hopefully you can find you find a way to do things. That's the only thing I say. I guess my brain is also a bit half tired because I did actually have problems falling asleep. But yeah, I hope so too. Yes, I'm crossing my fingers. It's gonna go well. Like take me for example. Like sure, first I want to build robots when I was a kid. That is technically nothing really anyone does other than like production robots. Then I want to make games. I continue doing that. Then I just realized, this is something I do like, but it's nothing for me to work with. And then I just started thinking about making my board game store. But to be honest, it feels like in the past 3-4 years I haven't changed that much. I don't think I've changed that much either. I'm just trying my best to find a way of doing the things I want to do. How does that even happen? How did you not notice that? I don't know, sorry. All I'm saying is, it's not your fault for the plan failed. He outsmarted us. All of us. So there is nothing we could have done. That can't be right. What's with the point of all this then? If he knows everything, then we might as well give up. He has Ur's axe, he has an army of nightmare creatures and more. And he's gone, and she's gone. The only person who'd know what to do is gone. We don't have a magical greatsword either. You got to be kidding me. What? The magic flame was put out by the flood. So we're lost. It's over. Not yet. He hasn't won yet either. Even if it feels like he has. We're still here, so we can still fight. We can still stand in his way. Yeah, but like 4 years is almost a quarter of the time I've been alive. Not changing much in that span of life, just feels like I'm wasting my time. I can absolutely, I do understand what you mean. Because for example, like I studied game design and stuff like that, but it's nothing I'm using other than like my hobbies and stuff. But everything is basically a road. You will find things on the way, and then you realize that this fork in the road, I really want to take this path. So don't worry too much about that in that kind of sense of nothing changing too much, because I have felt similar. I sometimes do feel similar right now, that nothing really changed from me just doing things where nothing happening really. But don't worry too much about that. Just everything is just a road. You just, as a sightseeing, I would say, like you walk in the road, you see things around you, and then you realize which path you want to take. Us giving up. That's not what she would have wanted. What she wanted was to live, to get a chance to be more than some pointless martyr. I want her back. Clay. No, I don't want to hear anything else from you. You didn't even notice your spying bird in the tavern. Or maybe you did, who knows? You're dishonest with us all the time. Don't you even really care about any of this? I'm gonna try my hand on making some music for a bit. Ooh, good luck with that. There are some times I kind of want to make my own song and stuff. I actually have an electric violin, but I'm not good at it. But good luck with that, asterisk. I hope it goes well. Man, I'm gonna be honest. For some reason, I feel like a few years or so ago, I just kind of had this fear of wasting my time, and I don't know why. Yeah, I can absolutely understand that. I use Suno to make music for my streams. Ooh, hold on, I'm gonna search that up because my streams are mostly quiet. So I'm gonna search up what it is at least. Oh, okay. You know what, I'm gonna check out this later. I got it a bit dialed in, and it's pretty good. Ooh, I'm actually gonna check that out and see what it is. I used to use Epidemic Sound for my streams, at least in the beginning and end of stuff. It's an AI song generator. Yeah, personally I'm not too much with AIs and stuff, but as long as it's not like someone wins money or things out of absolutely nothing, or like create things by earning money out of nothing, I have no problem with it. Like, for example, someone use AI art as a reference to their hand-drawn art and stuff like that. That is like AI, a thing I can absolutely agree with. Or being a tool for someone to use, but like You know what I'm talking about, probably. My brain is still kind of meh. But anyways, bro, I'm gonna go and buy a midnight meal really quick. Yeah, good luck with it. Take care with that. And hope it's a good meal. I care more than you could even imagine. It's all whitelisted on Twitch, and you get 5 free tokens a day to make musics. That's actually not too bad. I'm gonna check it out later. As I said, it depends on what sort of AI thing everything is, but like there are things that are absolutely acceptable when it's an AI. I would say it's more acceptable how it is used rather than what it is, actually. I wish I could bring her back to you, Clay. Well, can you? No. Well, how about you then? Screw this, I'm done hearing excuses, and I'm done pretending we'll make it through this. Clay, please stay. Well, the last ones at least just got angry. And there's a paid version, but I've just been playing around with it to just make background music and intro music. Yeah, but that's absolutely fair. That is absolutely a really fair thing, because as you said, you make it background music and intro music and stuff for your own streams and stuff. And that actually sounds really as a fair thing to use it for. Can I have one of those drinks now? I want to go after him. If I was him, I'd kill all of us, so no. What kind of drink do you want? I don't know, something fast maybe. It didn't help with the fight, but might help my stomach. It's worth a shot, I guess. I said it before with this game. This game is really like good in the way of how just doing the story. It goes like both. It goes good, it goes bad. It goes good, it goes bad. I like how it starts like very like happy and things like that, and then it just goes to things that actually just happening. There we go. A hot chocolate might actually help. Oh, spilling everything here. Oh, was that a minus? Yeah, hot chocolate. There we go. Ching! Fast and quick. Just like how I like it. What kind of drinks does she like? Defense all the way. Adds up. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, I just got out. Everything went black, and I got out achievement. Uh-oh. Okay, actually, that startled me. That startled me so much, because I thought the game or something crashed or something else happened. Because often when the next day come, there is like a cutscene, like a ritual of feeding Andu, cleaning up, blowing out the candles. No, it just completely turned black. It says uh-oh. It's like I myself went uh-oh. That was not good. That scared me. Wait, have you sitting here all night? I hope you can get some rest. Good lord. Wait, why do I get the feeling it was not meant for that to happen? That the day just changed because it was forced to? Oh shit. Someone should go after Clay at some point. Well, we'll need his help. We don't have time to let ourselves fall apart right now. Easy for you to say. You went there. Careless front. We'll have time to feel defeated once we're dead. Right now, all is not lost. Not yet. Sure. It's just a bit hard to buy this never give up shit right now. If you know how to salvage all of this, feel free to share it with the class. I made a few of them. I'd love to drop some of them somewhere so everyone can take a listen to them. Oh, you mean... Well, I do have a Discord. I could say the art gallery, because technically I would say that music is a kind of art, just another style of them. It depends on if it's something you're gonna just show publicly to everyone, or if it's just something you're mentioning here on stream. I'm serious. I won't even roll my eyes at any heroic speeches right now. That's my kind of logic. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I figured. So what? Do you just want to give up? Music is art. Yes. Music is art. Mostly because, like, there are some people I've learned, like, I've listened to that basically is like, when they do music, they make music out of a sort of context. Basically, they take a context and they make something to music to basically tell that story. And then, for example, we have game music, which doesn't have basically a story other than the game itself, which personally I feel is extremely powerful, just because they are giving it a picture, a hell of a music. And you can basically feel the power when you play the game, and then when you don't play the game, you still feel the power. I don't know. Clay was right. It's getting pretty hard to see the point. That's exactly what got us into this mess to begin with. What? A failure? No. This... ambivalence? Ambivalent. I think you guys need to take a good hard look at reality. I don't like betting on losing horses. Of course, did enough pro bono today. How much it'll cost to get you interested again? Oh, you can fuck right off. Alicia. What's up, Dave? Think this through. What would you even do? Where would you even go? Don't patronize me for trying to save myself. Dave's right. There won't be anywhere to go soon. I don't want to hear it, Innkeeper. What do you even know? All you do is sit here and watch everything fall apart around you. Don't you dare lecture me on this. I don't think that's very fair of you to say. You really want to talk about fair? Must be easier. All up on your high horse, watching us struggle every day. And all you can spare us is a half-assed commentary and a few pleasantries. I'm sorry. I didn't realize your mercenaries cared so much. Well, I got there in the end, didn't I? Should have figured. Explains why that bird spying on us all this time was also just footnote for you. Hey, you always go on and on about your responsibilities as an innkeeper. How it's your duty to serve anyone that walks through those doors. If that necromancer asshole walked in here, would you offer him an ear and listen to his story? Would you serve Elithia's murder a drink with the same smile like you do for us? Hey, maybe he'd bring you her corpse along. Jesus, this really took a turn. A good thing you'd already know what drink to serve her. That's cruel. Why are you defending it? You should be just as pissed as me. That elf is gone because he couldn't get over his own ego, right? For all we know, Fable could be dead in a ditch somewhere. We wouldn't know. My drinks aren't miracle tinctures. They can't move mountains. But they could provide the edge between life and death, couldn't they? And you decide to refuse that because you were petty. Not like it matters now. Don't talk like Fable's dead, already dead. Maybe you should have thought harder before letting Fable walk away like that. I did try. What happened to believing in them? If there's even a chance they might come back, yeah. I'll keep these tavern doors open. Ah, good to know that you have somewhat of a heart. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know what else you want me to say. Just try to say something that doesn't make it sound like you've already given up. Like you didn't give up the moment things turned rough in the chasm. That was different. People were dying. Oh, welcome back. People are pissed at me right now. Because one of them did not survive. My coffee got cold and it tasted terrible now. Then I would say pour a new one and have a good nice cup of warm coffee. Or heat it up in the microwave. Which I definitely know is just taboo in coffee world. Oh wait, is that berries? The angel one, hold on. I'm gonna bring up the map thing. Yes, that's Boo's emotes, isn't it? Hold on, let me check. Yes, Booberry's emote. Booberry is a wonderful person. No, don't don't microwave coffee. Yeah, I know I would actually make someone react when I said that. She is dead. Because the necromancer had a bird that was a spy here in our tavern. They knew about the axe and decided to go and get it before these people did. Basically ended up killing her and make her a undead soldier for him. And now everyone is pissed because no one was capable of actually doing anything. Also, Fable is still gone, and the people know that we didn't give them a drink because we didn't have a quest for them, so I didn't want to give them a drink, and hey, I just let them walk out. So yeah, people are kind of pissed at me right now. Dead Parasite. Wait, which is that? Oh, Dead Parade. Wait, who did I send for that? A lot of people will die soon because we ran. So unless you have some big idea for how to fix this world. I do still wonder what I am, because I am friend, or I used to be a friend with a necromancer. And apparently we lost some people and he is pissed off me because I left. And apparently he has problems with letting other people die. Or at least the ones we knew. And for some reason he's gonna destroy the world because of it. But I don't know what I am for something or who I used to be. Oh, I know. You just have set up another hit day. That way someone else can take care of your problems again. It just won't be me this time. Innkeeper Carolyn. It's been real or not. But risking Clay's tempers is more meaningful than sitting here, so goodbye. So Innkeeper is a... Well, what do you mean by TPKO? I'm trying to figure out what it means. This one is a banger. Wait, hold on. That's a really good animated emote. Holy crap, the work on the face and everything. It really is actually a banger. Kitty Mac Pancakes. I love the name. That is an absolutely wonderful name. She does have a point, doesn't she? I don't know what to do anymore. Total party kill. Not fully. They only lost one here, and the other one got rogue, basically. Because we kind of have the deal here that I make a quest, they get the quest, I make them a drink. But Fable we didn't have a quest for Fable. Who? Kitty Mac Pancakes. Yes! I love the name Kitty Mac Pancakes. It is a wonderful name. If you talk about Total Party Kill, it is the Innkeeper I'm playing as. I don't know what to do anymore. On our way back from the Highlands, I was thinking. I could go and see my family, but would I even reach them before the sun sets for the last time? I could have tried. Instead, I'm here. I'm not sure why. I knew you played as an innkeeper. No, I was talking to Asterisk. if they were wondering if the total party kill was about Kitty McPancakes, or if my me mentioning its absolute wonderful name. He is one that got me into streaming to begin with years ago. He gave me the push I need to start out. Oh, that's wonderful. That sounds like an absolute wonderful person. There must be something left to do. Maybe if we had the element of surprise with our sword, we might... No? The sword can't save this world, and neither can I. It's always nice to have some people like that just helps you out sometimes and just gives you the push to stream and things. You're back! I'm glad to see you. Either you're dirty or you have a scar. But I am so happy to see you back. You have horns? Why do you have horns? Wait, hold on. Did the image update? Okay, what is different? First of all, the left side of the face can have scales. And she had... Are you a dragon now? Or have you always been a dragon? Okay, I am intrigued now. What is that for cursed ass emote? I think the eye is the most cursed thing. Like, the mouth and everything else is kind of fine. I do love though that because they have actually an eye patch, they have the left one as an eye patch. Oh good god, there are so many that actually have those kind of like emotes where there is like a... I don't know, like a puzzle connecting. Am I seeing things? Fable.
Hello, everyone.
Greetings, adventurer. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Somebody pinched me. Ow! I said pinch, not punch, Carolyn.
That wasn't a punch.
Please don't punch him. I'm pretty certain he's gonna smack to the other side of the tavern. Oh, that is your emote. I can't even... It goes so fast, I can't even see. I know it's an AK-47, but it's like, I don't know what it is. I like just seeing emotes in my channel. It doesn't matter whose it is. I'm a really sucker for art. Not like I like classic art. Like, sure, I like classic art, but it's like, there's something with watching people, like, making things and just seeing how it goes. It's a chibi smile. Oh, okay. It's a nice looking one.
Wait, it is really me. Even though I do look a little different. Is it weird?
Are you... Is that a scar or are you a dragon? Because you basically have something on the left side of your face and you have horns. How? No, it suits you. It was also fan art. That is wonderful. I actually do have one emote that is fan art because I was talking about something being cursed and yeah, we got this. We got this thing. Looking badass, Elfie.
Thanks. I like it too.
I like the horns. They look very thorny. Oh good god. The only one allowed to be horny here is Dave here with you. We already commented that on the last one. What's that? That's an adorable one as well. Bouncing one. Nope, that sounds wrong. Let me try again.
Take your time.
They're very pretty. Beautiful. Efficient? Do you need one of your own drinks, Keeper? Shimi did that one. Oh, Shimi did that one. Yeah, Shimi is a wonderful person. Shimi is a wonderful being. I know I'm not capable of always watching their streams, but basically they start the streams about like midnight for me. When I met them the first time, there was about like in the, I don't know, afternoon or something that I actually met up with them, so I was capable of watching their streams longer. But Shimi is a wonderful being, to be honest. Well, what I really want to say is... I'm glad you're okay, Fable. And I'm happy you're back. I'm really happy to see you as well, innkeeper. And there's so much for all of us to talk about. I finished off the cold coffee. It made me shudder. I could more or less understand that. Wait, before that, first and foremost, I want to say that I'm truly sorry. Should I never refuse to make you a drink. No matter what insecurity I was dealing with. I should never let them get in the way of keeping you safe. I made it back, didn't I? I thank the dragons for that. But I still ended up acting like a giant hypocrite. None of my encouragement was ever given in falsehood, yet learning to trust in the abilities I knew you had. It was hard to trust in you while the worry of your well-being was eating me whole. The worry of losing a friend. Don't you mean regular? No, you're my friend. If you still have me. You know, I thought a lot about our last conversation. I was upset at first, but most of all I was afraid. Afraid I would never talk again. I didn't even know if we wanted to come back to this tavern. Maybe me from a week ago would just have stayed away, but it was important to me too, innkeeper, and I wanted to be brave for the both of us. So I came back to hear you out. And I'm happy I did. I am still questioning about the horns and the scales, or if it's a scar. I am uncertain if it's a scar or not. I'm glad you're both finally able to resolve this. That conversation must have really eaten into your word count for the day, innkeeper. Worth it. But yes. Is the sun already setting out there? I'm pretty certain the sun wasn't setting out there before. I don't know when the background changes, but it's really interesting when it does. But yes. You'll have to carry me from here on out, Dave. I'll try my best. Oh, right. Guys, we don't have time for that. There's this necromancer that stole Ur's axe. I don't know who he is or what he wants to do with it. We already know that, and we have already decided to think that everything is fucked. But we have to stop him. Why are you guys looking at me like that? It might be good to get everyone up to speed. Oh, you go first, Fable. You got us on the edge of our seats. Well, as you know, I'm searching for Melly around the portal of the Twilight Chasm. Somehow the coffee gave me a headache from being cold. It's fair enough, actually. Iced coffee. I know it's not iced coffee, it's just fun. I couldn't find any clues, not with the devastation left behind after the flood. And then a thought struck me. What if Melly was pulled into the portal with the waves? And that would be a nightmare, really. Literally. And even though I would swear I saw the shadows around the portal moving, or the fact that the entrance of the lane called the Nightmare Realm, I couldn't just abandon my friend. Can someone go and get Melly? She's just in the other room. Can someone... Are you still worried... Actually, are you still worried about Melly? Or have you given up on that? I hope not. Like, Melly is fine. She came back more or less with another group of people. How did that go for you? To be honest, I barely remember what happened when I first went through. Disoriented landscape, the giant gangly creatures roaming around, and my heart was beating out of my chest. All my blood was in my ears again. Eventually I found an alcove that gave me some shelter, but I just couldn't stop freaking out. In my blind panic, I had run so far from the entrance that the chance of finding any traces worth Melly was almost zero. So, what did you do next? I must have fallen asleep. What? Excuse me? Well, all that running and worrying got me so exhausted I must have passed out. He never does that. Yeah, fair enough. It was mostly just a comment for fun. It was really weird falling asleep in such a strange place. I couldn't remember any dreams afterwards, just this sense of disquiet and unease. And when I woke up, the Twilight Cabin looked different to me.
It didn't scare me so much anymore. Moreover, it felt almost melancholic as I regarded this deep purple horizon. And suddenly, close my collar were spiky mountains split in the sky. I saw the entrance to a tunnel that hadn't been there before. My curiosity got the better of me, and I went to the inside. The deeper I went, the more I started seeing veins of precious stones lining the walls. And soon the tunnel widened into a huge cave. And I mean, it was huge, gigantic. I wasn't even able to see the ceiling anymore. Turns out somehow I stumbled from the Twilight Castle into the center of Ur. The plane, not the dragon, but in front of me was the sleeping form of the Elder Dragon himself, looking more awake than they should have been. I can only guess that the water covering the floor must have roused them. I don't know. The flood hadn't even managed to reach Earth's cabin. You mean the dragon that if woke too early will bring about the end of everything was awake? Yes. Great! Another apocalypse! Do we get double points for a combo? Wait, I haven't finished my tale yet. But you're right, it didn't look good, especially when the necromancer appeared. He hid behind a formation of stalagmites as soon as I noticed him. Something about his presence and armor seemed off. It was followed by a couple of undead creatures dressed in farmer's clothing. I was still debating whether I revealed myself or not when he began casting a strange spell. Green mist started to coalesce around the Earth's head, then their eyes flew fully open. I was stunned when I saw their gaze. Their presence had suddenly become stifling. I'm just gonna check if their image has changed. Nope, not yet. What a strange vision the mist revealed seemed to enrage them. The roar must have shaken the whole plane. That was what we heard before, because everything was basically shaking before. But while Ur was distracted, the necromancer tried to retrieve their fabled axe wrapped in their tail. It was a gut feeling, but I couldn't let him take that axe. I had to stop him. But as soon as he took a hold of a large weapon, he turned to look right at me. My legs felt like goo. I was shaking so bad it was hard to draw breath. I knew that moment should I try to fight him, I would die. It was by pure luck that in that moment Ur shook off the mist and lunged for the intruder. Then the creature used their bodies to shield him, shattering upon the impact of Ur's claws, while the necromancer cast the same mist spell again. The spell connected with ease, giving him the precious second he needed to escape. For a while, nothing happened, there was just silence. I think desperation made me brave or blind to consequences, but I could not hesitate any longer. If that necromancer was to use the axe for evil, while I had the chance to stop him and didn't. So I abandoned my hiding spot and ran towards Ur, begging them for help. You just asked the Elder Dragon for help? Yes, it seemed like my only option at the time. How did he answer? With a riddle. It went something like this. Gems and jewels I create, yet my most precious treasure I still await. Sought by many, found by the lucky. It blessed the oldest and the youngest. It blessed the oldest and youngest before it struck me. No mortal stands against it, and immortals delight. So close to death, unseeing you find. What little mortal do I seek? I was never good with riddles. I prefer more hands-on approach. Just admit you don't have the patience. We have that in common. To be honest, I could barely think past all the emotions warring me within me. So I just said the first thing on my mind. I told him how much I didn't want to answer a riddle just then. Seeming people should depend on getting that riddle right. And if I wanted something in the first place, maybe they shouldn't speak in riddles. I communicate clearly instead. Wow. You said that to their face? I got caught up by the moment. It seems to surprise them, judging by the rumbled chuckle they let out. Eventually, Ur told me that all they wanted to do was fall back asleep. So I pulled out my lute and played her, the Elder Dragon, a lullaby. But just as I could see their eyes starting to drop, they lifted one gigantic talon to my forehead. A strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue fire appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose, and when I couldn't hold my laugh any longer, I accidentally ate it. I accidentally ate it. How do you act? Hold on. I love this game sometimes. It is so silly. A strange heat ran through my body, and a floating orb of blinding blue flame appeared in front of me. It was so warm and kind. It tickled my nose when I couldn't hold my laughter any longer. I accidentally ate it. So Fable has been made into a dragonborn or something similar. Probably. She accidentally ate it. Oh, good lord. Before I could panic about wasting Earth's gift, their gaze let me know that everything was fine. That their flame would stay with me from now on, and that is the strength was their boon to me, to this world. The makeover was included, I guess. And that's all there is to it, really.
I think that was plenty. You're that astonishing.
It's not like I did anything special. Anyone in my position would have done the same.
No, I think this was Fable written all over it.
Did I forget to bring back a cool trinket? Bring a cool trinket back for you?
I think you brought back something a lot more important. Hope.
Oh.
Elfie, are you saying you can actually produce dragon fire now?
I think so. I practiced recreating the orb on the way here, but I still have a long way to go.
So you mean that the orb they couldn't find you can basically create by pure will now?
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
Later. I need to go get Rhea right now.
That was fast.
Can't blame her. Speaking of fast, you're already here. I heard you might have some dragon fire for my sword. Good to see you back in one piece, Fable.
Oh, good to be back in one piece.
So, what's the situation? Is there a new plan? Yes. Maybe. We'll need to figure out the details. But it's fair to say we have been given another shot. Right. If there's any smithing to be done, I'm with you. How long do you think you'll need to reforge the sword? With that blueprint for the Highlands, it'll go a lot quicker. I'm confident I'll be able to make a darn fine sword. I'll be ready before sunrise. Got no time to waste.
Right. I still really like to know what we can't waste time on.
Let's discuss it with the others. Melly is a lot better at explaining this kind of stuff.
Oh, she's safe.
Yes, she's safe.
And Kip,
I trust you'll have some quest locked on load for us in top of the morning. Of course, do I have any quest for you?
I guess we'll see you tomorrow, Inkip.
I feel like it's close to the end of the game. Like, it's an half an hour left of my stream, but I'm getting a feeling like this might be end game. So I might as well just end it today, I guess. Rest well, everyone. Oh, I have a quest. Yeah, stranger come to town. Fable reunited from their encounter. Yeah. Oh, that was the last one. That explains the quest thing. I only had 2 left. There we go. Fight of Hope and Dreams. All might seem lost, but their fight is not over yet. Quasar can still be stopped at the aperture. He's in position of a draconic weapon, but so are we. Thanks to Fable and their newly obtained Dragonfire, we're able to forge a weapon to withstand his evil powers. Wonderful! I've actually never needed a hint button. Ha ha ha. This was the ritual I was talking about. I thought this was the ritual that was happening before, but no, everything just turned black and just said, uh-oh. It is really concerning when a game has their achievement, uh-oh, and something like that happens. House of Hope. 35th of the astral moon. Basically the day we got the letter of I hope you'll watch the sky, my friend. Because Quasar is really a bastard. And here we have the little family. And yes, I'm gonna call these people family because he has a thing for them, and Mel is basically just his kid now.
Good morning.
Good morning. You don't know how refreshing it is to see you three all together again. Likewise. Did you rest well?
Not much, but, well, I wanted to spend the whole night planning with them while Maria worked on the saw, but Una forced us to sleep.
She's always a value nap time.
Innkeeper, I have observed you put up a quest for us.
I did.
And you even thought about defending the roots. Very smart, Innkeeper, very smart.
I assume that means you all did too?
Of course we did. We made plans and backup plans and teams and everything.
What kind of teams did you join?
Fabl's going to fight that big bad necromancy guy with the cool new dragon powers. And we'll be making sure the zombies don't eat people. Together with Baya and Archie.
We'll evacuate the capital and send it too. There shouldn't be any people around when his undead army arrives. Other than our extermination team, obviously. That seems reasonable. With Baya's help, it should go quick too.
Right? First we wanted to ask her to teleport Team Cool Sword to the aperture, but Baya says she can't talk to trees in the Forbidden Valley. They're too weird.
Too weird for Baya? Must be some strange trees.
Yeah, I really want to see them, but it's too dangerous, so I'll just wait until I'm older. Archie's going to help us convince the people in charge about approaching danger. He'll help me providing good arguments and keeping things organized. And they will lead our group and scout out and escape routes.
And after that, you're staying behind for the battle, Dave? No, I'm staying with Melly. I'll bring everyone to save and protect them from there. Not out of revenge. I trust my friends will deliver it for me. Yeah, welcome back, Yanni. Look who's back here, by the way. We have Fable back, and now they are basically, as Captain Meister mentioned, they're Dragonborn. They are now a Dragonborn, because by mistake they ate a blue flame given to them. They ate it by mistake. I just love the comment of like, it tickled my nose and I started laughing or sneezing, and I ate it by mistake. Like, excuse me? I don't want the Necromancer to be defeated. I do want the Necromancer to be defeated, but I don't want to leave Melly alone again, evermore. I got food and I've got canned coffee ready to fuck up my sleep schedule. I was about to say fair enough. Personally, I say sleep schedule is a good thing. But there are some people that just sometimes go beyond that because of work. So understandable at least. So you want to stay out of it? I want to live. Yay, 8-bit Space Cat music, wonderful.
Blueberry, yes, Blueberry is wonderful.
I love it, I love just chilling in their stream now and then. Plus, Melly will need an assistant.
I couldn't ask for a better one.
Agreed. You might say assistant, I say father. He's a father figure now. He's a father and a husband. That's what I was gonna say. No. I know you didn't put up a quest for the evacuation, but could you get me a drink for the road? Something tasty to motivate. We'll have to convince a lot of people we haven't gone now. Sure. What secret do you have for me this time? A really big one. What could possibly still surprise me now? My real name. Why is everyone so shocked? Has no one actually heard his real name? Not even these two. Well, to be honest, I want to do the laundry right now, but the water in my house has been out since last night, so fair enough. That's difficult to do that then. I am all ears, and I think those two are as well. I realize those two are probably have the biggest ears of all of us here. It's Neil. Neil Broom. Okay, Neil. It's a stupid name, I know. From the other things you have said, from I don't Maculite to Dave, you say that Neil is a stupid name. Broom, okay. It's a stupid name, but I think I'm done pretending to be someone else. Neil it is. Bro is a broom! Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Neil. It's cute. Can I give you a nickname, Neely? Neely? Neelishan? Nelly. Like Melly, but with an N.
Neil is fine, I think.
Neil. It suits you very well.
Thank you, Fable. It doesn't feel edgy enough. Like the other one was edgy. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you for helping me be myself. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'll make sure Neil is just as charming as Zephyr or Malachite or John then. I appreciate it. Alright. A Neil drink it is. This one then. Okay, a Neil drink. Not this one. Yeah, this one would work. We don't need any sword for this anyway, so we can just do this. Thousand wins. As I said, I really like just doing the more stronger potions recently, rather than just doing the easy ones. Some additional charm, not that you need it. This is delicious. Thank you. I hope this'll make me more bearable to the townsfolk.
I find you plenty bearable.
Thanks.
Innkeeper.
Yes, Fable?
I have been meaning to tell you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you pushing me to go on that new werewolf quest, I wouldn't have gained the confidence to face Air. And now you're one of the best friends I've ever had.
Fable, I have a confession to make.
Let me guess, you don't actually know how to make hot chocolate.
Actually, I recently learned how. Would you like one? I love the timing of her face when I said that. It was like, yes, give me. Man, I bet he says his name to all the ladies he brings to his room. I don't think so. I'm pretty certain these two didn't even know, and I'm pretty certain Fable is quote-unquote his lady. Haven't you seen the clip I posted with Melly's comment? You're trying to distract us.
Yes, he is, but I like one. I'll accept it whenever you're done telling us your secret. I'll trade your confession for the chance of making me a hot chocolate.
I don't know why, but I love Melly so much. They got a personality is best. I see him thought you well. I don't think I have. You're gonna have to watch that. I think I should have it. Well, it should be in my notification channel because every YouTube thing goes there as well. It is. Yeah, it's just from like the 17th, so it's not like too far away. A few scrolls up. Oops, I need to click inside the game. This is scarier than I thought it'd be.
I know, but you can't do it.
The crazy necromancer. The truth is, I know him pretty well. He's my former best friend.
That makes sense.
It does.
Well, I've always knew something that he was hiding something. And when he saw the flowers on the necromancer's armor, it reminded me of the letter you refused to open.
Yeah, that letter was... something.
So, you two were friends?
We were in an adventuring party together. It was us four and four others. Aquila, Aegis, Alkane, and Kaya. Oh, it's been ages since I said their names out loud. We spent quite a few years together. What happened? They died. Our friends, they... Remember the other necromancer you were researching, Melly?
Obviously.
Is it an reincarnation? Was I right? Not quite. But we fought her, Kerebosia, a couple of times. She was obsessed with immortality and would ever do everything to get it. To us, it was like a game. She would do something horrible, we would stop her goons. She'd get away. We got used to it that we became careless and arrogant. We didn't quite realize how dangerous she really was. Thinking ourselves invincible, we went to our last fight unprepared, and my friends paid for it with their lives. Fable, to be honest, I thought that was what would happen to you when you went to the Twilight Chasm. Or imagine if we were a reincarnated corpse. That would be something. Probably freak people out completely. I thought he'd be the end of you.
I see. I understand why you were scared. I just wish you had told me.
Me too. When we fought her, they all went down so quickly. He reanimated. Oh, fair enough. Well, we might just be a skelly. Wonderful person. A wonderful skeleton. Aquila got mind control and struck down Alkane. Kaya went down trying to heal Aegis. Tried so hard to keep fighting despite it all, not to give up, and then suddenly they were all gone. And it was only me and Quasar.
Quasar? Is that his name?
Yes, Quasar Duskbringer. Is that his real name? Yes. Jealous. A little. Jealous. He grew up in the Order of Starlight. It was a different subsection from TS, but I guess Cassiopeia's servant has a flair of dramatic names. We got along immediately. The Cassiopeia and Leviathan symmetry kicked in right away, I guess.
You worship the Great Sea Serpent?
Yeah, I'm not much of a cleric or paladin type, though. I prefer more direct communication.
Cool.
We both had a lot of similar practices. Our party members were found weird and off-putting. It was fun.
But the other necromancer,
Kerebosia.
That one. She died, right? So you defeated her after all?
No. Yes. Well, Quasar did. I saw my friends were... I was pretty sure it was all over, that we'd lost. I was hopeless and scared, so I ran. I ran and I didn't stop until I was too far gone to turn back. I get that. Running pretty easy when you're scared.
And that has been really scary, to lose your friends like that.
It was, but I wasn't right to leave them behind.
I think it's okay to regret it, but I'm still glad you made it here.
I wish I was less of a coward.
You're working on it now.
I'm trying. Suddenly, there was an explosion of an intense magic from where we had escaped from. I'm pretty sure he used a soul shatter spell to defeat her.
That sounds...
shattering.
like something Hex would use.
We stole it from a mad wizard back in the days. It was clearly too dangerous to be used, so we all agreed to keep the scroll safe and untouched. But he didn't. We didn't. We both wanted to study it, despite the warnings. And while the other were partying or getting into tavern brawls or petting werewolves, we studied a scroll that could rip souls asunder. I don't think either of us has planned on using it, but we were young and curious. The allure of a powerful magic is difficult one to ignore. I think when I escaped and he refused to run, with no other option left, he used it against her. And it shattered Kerebosia's soul. Clearly won him the fight, but it didn't bring them back. How? We never heard about any of this. I'm gonna update my BIOS on my laptop, BRB. No problem! Do take care with that. Good luck with the BIOS. You have in a way. It happened
30 years ago.
Yes.
I was wondering why you opened the first sigil 30 years ago, and then waited so long for the others. I guess it was an accident, opening the portals, I mean. That's what it did, right? When her soul turned into a portal.
I think so, yes.
And now he wants to bring your friends back. We can all relate to that right now.
There's nothing I would have given to see them again, my old friends. And Tia too, but the past has already happened and I can't change it, no matter how much I want to. I want to honor the love they taught me, the way they changed me, and the life I still get to live. They're worth so much more than only remembering the worst thing that ever happened to them. Wait, has any of our customers died? Yes, Tia. We were afraid that Fable here would have died, because we never saw them for like a week. But unfortunately, we lost her. So yes, we lost one. And I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did. Yeah, basically what I said here with me running away and stuff, that kind of happened to them. They got into a fight with a necromancer. The necromancer could basically command the evil creatures, and they were outnumbered. So that's actually sad. She was legit one of my favorites. Fair enough, actually. But yeah, so she basically died, and he used her as a, well, necromancer magic thing. So basically they had to fight her, and they decided we have to run, because, yeah, he had monsters, he had her, and he had a basically legendary dragon-killing axe. And I don't want to destroy myself any more than my cowardice already did.
You are a little bit of a coward. You could have told us this at the beginning.
I didn't want it to be him, I guess, nor did I want to choose sides. Still my friend, even after all he's done. Hell nah! Perhaps for you, not for me. He can fuck right off. Even after he put on Kerebosia's armor and abandoned his oath, I guess no one wants to accept that their friends has become someone unrecognizable to them.
I'm sorry that happened to you, both of you.
It feels finally good to say it out loud. Is that weird?
Not at all. Do you think we can share this with others? His name, the story, I mean?
If you want to. I fear Lynn will crush me, though.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Do you hate me now?
Of course not. You're our friend, our occasionally stupid, shady, and sad friend, but our friend nonetheless.
That's a way of saying it.
And Quasar is your friend. I also wouldn't know what to do if you had to fight against my friends. I'd like to think I wouldn't want to hurt them either. But you really do have to start taking your own advice.
So I've heard many times. Thank you, Fable. You really are one of my favorite regulars.
Good, because you're my favorite innkeeper. So don't go anywhere, okay?
Not this time, I promise.
Do I get a hot chocolate now? Or are we going to be sad for another hour?
I'll get you your hot chocolate. Thank you for being patient. I don't know why, I just love Melly so much. The personality of this goddamn cat child is just the best thing ever. I do love also... This is probably the first order that actually is a specific one. It's either it's like, oh, I want something with this and this, or something with this or this. This is the first time I actually got hot chocolate order. Don't give me anything else. So we're gonna have a hot chocolate with a little ghosty in it. You can imagine it's a marshmallow. It's not a ghosty, it's basically a berry from a dead tree. But you can still imagine it's a blueberry. A marshmallow, not a blueberry. Hot chocolate. There we go. A hot chocolate for the little cat child. Here, a hot chocolate. Quincy style. Apparently I learned now that Quincy, the elf with 3 fingers, and the mermaid, I think, with the 2 dogs, are actually from a book that he made a collab with. Which is actually fairly interesting. I had heard somewhere before that it was something of a collab, but I did not know the people. Then I thought it might be like characters, like, you know, like a D&D campaign or something, but no. I actually searched it up, and it was from a book or something. It was called something of a tavern or something, or an inn.
This is perfect. Thank you so much. No zombie shall stand a chance against my chocolate veins.
I have to go run through the garden now. Oh, wait a second. You're not supposed to give the cat chocolate, right?
I'm gonna have to go run through the garden now. See you in a bit. Good luck, Fable.
I love that you just got a sugar rush and was like, oh, I'm just gonna run through the garden now. Nope, bad for them. Actually, our dog did that. This is why I brought it up. Because she just said, I'm gonna run through the garden now. We managed to leave a chocolate on the table once. And when we got back home, because my father was getting me and my sister from school, it has been eaten by our dog, a whole goddamn chocolate bar. Which we know is dangerous for them, hella dangerous. You know what we did? We chased him around the garden. It helped. We got it out of his system by basically just making him run and run and run and having a hell of a fun time just being chased. That's why I actually just thought of the whole chocolate thing, because what she's doing now is basically what we did to our dog.
I like that.
Once we're back, how about some cheesecake and dancing? How about some cheesecake and dancing? Finally gonna have your date.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Can we make some flour biscuits too?
I'm very excited to try those. Be safe out there.
You too, Neil.
It sounds better when you say it. Can't wait to hear it again.
Thank you for sharing all of that with us, Innkeeper.
I guess it's most finally my turn, to be honest.
Do you think we'll win this?
And you'll stop him and save us all. Especially with you on the team.
You really are a good cheerleader.
I know. And even if you don't come back, I'm still glad I got to spend all this time with you. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Me neither, Innkeeper. But don't say goodbye just yet. I'm still going back to pick up that quest. I need to check in with the others first, though.
Figured. Thank you for everything, Fable.
I couldn't have wished for a better person to share my adventures with. I'll be back in a bit.
I'll try my best. I'm just waiting for the guy to just walk in here. Yeah, I've already done it once. Wouldn't surprise me if we did it another time. Oh, look, Kyle. Well, hello, Innkeeper. We have returned. Oh, welcome back to my tavern. How are you two doing? Oh, still clinging to those empty lines, are we? Yeah, you can drop the act now, Innkeeper. Well, no, you're not just a mere babbler after all. Who told you the good news? We met this lovely little girl on our way here. A really chatty kitten. Maybe she has to overcompensate for that brooding older foster brother of hers. As you know about everything. About your history with the necromancer, for sure. I have to admit, everything makes a lot of sense now. I'm glad you came back. I think we all made some mistakes in the past. Some of us married evil shits, and others ran away because they were afraid. What counts is what we do now, Innkeeper. For example, how you help us fix your bloody your shit up from 30 years ago. I see you already put up a quest for us. Good. Yeah, take it. You're not going to fight alongside Lynn. No, fight! Whom are we fighting? The undead army. You know, the one that marching towards the capital. But who am I to blame them? They sound like wonderful stroll through nature. They're not strolling. They're eating away all the roots protecting the capital. Well, that's not very nice. You got that right. And that's why we're gonna stop them. Ah, very well there, Rhea. And your cape will be welcoming additions to the team. There'll also be a few more adventures accompanying us. Scully, Una, Jade are going to join in on the fun. Wait. Oh, with an undead army. Interesting. Well, at the same time, I'm guessing the stronger ones are gonna go for the goddamn necromancer, and the other one's gonna go for the undead. So I guess Scully, understandable. Una, understandable. Jade, yeah, definitely. And I also mentioned Inika, but I haven't seen him in a hot minute. I bet her out somewhere wreaking havoc. Saving this world and the capital from destruction sounds like a dangerous endeavor. Yo, dude, guess what I did? I have no idea. Oh, don't worry. You might just like a regular adventure. Ah, fantastic! I can't wait to be help of my dear Rhea. I could bear losing yet another person too close to me in my lifetime. I know that feeling all too well. I finally made a bank account like a week ago, and I just made a PayPal account. Nice! That's wonderful. Well, yes, stop worrying before anything bad ever happened to us. That reminds me. Did the sword turn out well? Excuse me for bragging, but it turned out spectacular. I was able to craft flawless weapons, so deadly yet beautiful. Kira's Baba really passed an astonishing sword onto her. With the Guru's opals and the blueprint those priests gave us. It's the best work to date. Any progress in good progress? Yeah, well, Fable did swallow the flame they could use to actually make a sword. I finally told them the truth of me knowing the necromancer. No, I thought for some reason I read it like any progress here. And any good progress. But yeah, any progress is good progress, like most of the time. Not always, but sometimes, definitely. I'm pretty certain I'm a bit half tired. More than enough for the Warheart competition. And with the Dragonfly little elf required, it's always strong enough to withstand so as a great axe. I already handed my masterpiece over to Care. You gotta save this world first before I can win the competition. Are you sure you don't want to wield the sword yourself? Bros, yeah. Nah. I've fought my fair share of undead. I know how to handle them. I just want to save money. I would say it's a personality thing. Sometimes I'm good with saving money, sometimes I'm not. It depends on, but most of the times I'm kind of good with saving money. If it's not like a really, really necessary thing. Or it's something I want to try out just to see. I'm better off at the capital, and the sword is better off in Chaos hands. It belongs to a Baba once, so naturally it's Chaos legacy. And there's one more thing you could do. Craving one last drink, Rhea? Yeah, see right through me. Anything specific you have in mind for today? Yes, the drink that won't be my last. Makes us something to help us return to a tavern after all this bullshit. Agreed! I would love to come back here with my dear Rhea just to reminisce. I don't know. Very well. I have two ideas that could work. I could give you something to enhance your dexterity and intelligence, so you can easily predict and avoid all attacks. And on top of it, a lotus flower for some extra draconic blessing. That'd be a drink for a purely offensive approach. What did that drink do? That would be the choice if you want something less violent. Well, I'm planning on saving money right now, and I just saw a 4x4 Rubik's Cube and an airsoft in this mini market, and they cost like half of my weekly allowance. And now I want it, but I know I shouldn't buy it. Fair enough. Good question. 4x4 Rubik's Cube. I know they exist, but just as specific of a 4x4 Rubik's Cube. A drink that enhances your natural charisma as well as defense. Yeah, I would say that's exactly it. Self-disciplines. You know you shouldn't do it. And that is basically the first step of not doing it. I would say that is perhaps not enough, but that's the first step. That's the biggest first step. Actually acknowledging that I really shouldn't actually do this. And I also add some honey flower to make you extra persuasive. I'll be trying to collect smell on their way. They might need some convincing. An additional defense seems like a good idea. But smashing the creature's head together sounds more fun than talking to him. Not really much for charming, you know. Oh, I find you quite charming. Can you guys help me figure out the money distribution of the amount of money I should save real quick? I would also say that's much of a goddamn personal taste. It depends on how you feel like you would need or how much it would be. And we also have a Lady Evelyn on our side. She definitely knows how to get a dead heart beating again. I'm speaking from my own experience here. Yeah. Your ex-wife will join us. Absolutely. That's unexpected turns of events. So she's okay. Yeah, of course she is. That's a relief. Did you two talk it out? Oh, we did. And while there's still a long way to go, we started to reconcile. I'll tell you all about it after we prevent a world calamity. I'm counting on you. I suppose having a powerful vampire countess on our side isn't entirely bad. Oop, I apparently decided to disconnect for a moment here. Yeah, because some save 50%, some save 25%. It depends on how much you wanna save and how much you can save. Yeah, ads are here. I was actually thinking of something, by the way. Well, there are ads, so let's just wait for ads to be done. I suppose I'm... Oh, right. But now, what about my drink? Have you decided on one yet? No? Both sounds reasonable to me. I'll leave it up to you. Charm of violence? What will it be? Violence. You better choose wisely. Thank you. That's only mildly threatening. Okay. So... yeah, this one was that one, which is probably this one then. Last Whisper. Sounds like a good goddamn name for it. Wait, the Dragon Blessing, they said, right? Yeah. Which one was it they were talking about with the Dragon's Blessing? Was it this thing? No, that would give technically that would give attack and a defense, which we still need. Wait, it is the Dragon's Blessing, right? Yeah, it is the Dragon's Blessing. Ah, there, the ads are back. But yeah, speaking of ads, I heard something from another streamer that I not got fully interested in, but I wanted to discuss it with all of you because you are my community. And that is basically how ads works. Oops, did the game freeze? I think the game froze. What the fuck? Everything froze. Wait. Wait. It moved for a moment. Okay. Basically just a few minutes before. Right on the stream. Yeah, I know. Oh, that's only mildly threatening. Oh, it's saved here? Oh, that's perfect for them, like, save mechanic. Hello. Oh yeah, that's good. Didn't need to refresh. Took a piss on stream. I'm almost got back. Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna be an ad soon because Twitch always wants to start with an ad, and I can't control that. Also, I'm gonna discuss something after the ad here. It's just gonna wait for the ad to be done. Also, yeah, I'm gonna be a bit more quiet. Yeah, I just poured the wrong thing. There you go. Oh, I never used those. Huh. But yeah, I think you could ask it again, Gunny. Think more. I should probably do that. Should I'm so used to the whole. Am I so quiet? Not even my OBS reacts sometimes. I am. What the hell? That's fairly interesting, actually. Can I do this to make it better? I don't know. Yeah, it does react a bit better, I think. Sort of. Kinda. I don't know. Just taking a bit of a break here, just waiting for people. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. One in a week, I get like a da which is about the amount I would pay for the internet every month, but I get Sunday, Wednesday, which total day in a week. If I do 50, I would have 500 on Sunday, which is good enough, but then I'm worried about paying stuff like gas or other emergencies. Gas is like 12. I don't know, like, as I said before, I think it's more of like a taste thing. It's like, if you feel like you really would need it for other things, then count those as necessities and take away from the savings, and then save the rest. Like, think it like like in three ways: one for saving, one for you, one for necessities. You take away the necessities, and then you do the saving, and then you have some left. Basically, something like that. That's my problem because I don't get it in upfront, which makes it hard for me to plan the whole week. That's understandable, and I do understand it's not easy to do the whole planning thing and cannot do that. But it's just like an example. But I was about to say something about the ad stuff. Apparently, I learned from another streamer that if they start the ad manually, a 3-minute one, you don't get any pre-roll ads, which means that, and yeah, it is kind of hard to help with this because as I said, it's like a taste thing. It depends on what you feel is right for yourself. But yeah, be with the ads thing. So they basically have 3-minute ad. I think I have like 1.5 minutes, and they do that each hour because then there is no pre-roll ads. Because then people join in to the stream rather than to an ad. So the question is, should I keep the ads as I have now? Because ads are still gonna be there. Not really much I can do much about that. Or am I gonna change it to do that so people that actually joins the stream in the middle of it don't get an ad up front to then get into the stream? That's a question. But that's basically just a question. I just wanted to like share that with the community because I feel like that is more of a community thing than just a me thing. Because personally, I don't fully need the like ad thing because I like sure getting some money of course, but it's not that it's like a necessary thing. Not to apologize. It's good to ask, but unfortunately, we can't really help. Yes, exactly. There is no need to apologize for it. You just want to know if we have an answer for you. Unfortunately, for this, we don't. I'm just throwing these out so I can feel like I'm discussing it, thinking about more rather than just me thinking about it alone in my head. That's understandable. That is actually a good thing to do, even though people might not have an answer for you. They are capable of at least trying to help you with lining up your own way of thinking. I think a more physical approach fits you better. And you're quite charming, lady. And you're a quite charming lady. Yeah, that's what I thought. Have to smash some undead heads. Also, your mic sounds kind of weird. It's a low volume. But it really peaks? I really got them. Okay. Is it better now then? Because that's the thing with my PC. It has like a general setting, and each time I restart my computer, it reverts all my setting to that setting. Because I always have like plus 10 in boost from my microphone, and that's why I don't need to like scream. But if I don't have that, I am very, very low, and people have said that before. Yeah, I did actually lower my input volume as well. So trust me, there is a difference between those two. Be careful, it's starting to sound more like some random NPC again. Let's go, Kyle, and pick up your ex-wife. See you later. Until then, there, innkeeper. Stay safe, you two. But yeah, when I actually had the crash and the update, I actually thought of ending the stream because I didn't know how long the update would take. But to be honest, we are kind of close to the end of this game. I kind of want to see like how it goes, because there's probably no point in doing it next week. I'm back, and I see you brought Lynn with you. What a pleasant surprise. Good to see you too. You're taking this quest, if you couldn't tell. I guess as much. You're not going alone, I hope. Of course not. We're just waiting for the others. The boy Hexgrace will be joining us. We're keeping a small team because it'll probably be really hard to get there. But I think Kerlin could probably defeat him all by herself anyway. No. I think I work better on a team. I think we all work better when we don't have to go through terrifying experience on our own. Part of all the humanoid experience, I suppose. No philosophizing before a big quest, please. But allow my philosophizing something. I can't speak. Oh no. Are you scared? I'm terrified, actually. Deeply. But I guess that's appropriate. The world might end and all. I have faith that it won't. Good thing hope's stronger than fear. Good thing. That's new sword of your Lynn. Does it have an appropriate epic name? I asked Rhea that too. She told me to name it. And Lynn panicked. Speak hard words, difficult, sounds confusing. Exactly. Well, that is just a greatsword. So now his name is just a greatsword. This greatsword of mine is just a greatsword. Very creative. Luckily, the most common translation's name for Erg's great axe is just a great axe. Great. Both of them are great. A great axe and a great sword. Just great. Oh dear lord. Yeah, so Kerlin fits right with the naming convention. I knew that, of course. Of course. So you got just a great sword, unexplored dragon powers, a quest. All that's missing is a drink. Pause. Roll back. Say creative again. Wait. I think I must have read it wrong. Okay, now you got it right. I must have just misspelled it somehow, because I can't say creative. A drink. A drink. It would be foolish of me to let you walk out there without any help again.
A little.
Before you said it like a creative. I think I must have like switched a bit to Swedish there. It might just happen without me knowing it. I mean, you're a little bit of a fool either way. I think I'll just forget about whatever you and that Quasar guy got going on. I'll for sure be talking about that once we step on them. Hold on, now I read wrong again. Should be talking about that once we stopped him. That's fair. Are you mad at me? No, I guess we all have people we're scared to talk about. But you're right, the past always comes back to haunt us, whether werewolf or necromancer. I can handle the past, as long as you guys promise to haunt me for a long while too. We'll give it our best. So Fable, what drink should we get you? Well, I think I should play to my strength, but I'm not sure which one I should focus on. On one hand, dexterity will make me swifter with a bow, and it always helps to be fast and evasive. On the other hand, Voy has been teaching me how to combine magic and music to support people. And I think a power for pep talk or healing word could go a long way, so charisma could work too. You know how scam calls sound when they put emphasis on the wrong syllable in a word? Kind of like that. Creative. Yeah, I guess I somehow managed to do that. I don't know how I did that. Innkeeper, I'll leave the choice up to you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. I'll like both of these sides myself. Just make me your favorite charisma drink or your favorite dexterity drink. A favorite drink for a favorite customer. Coming right up. I think charisma. The whole pep talk thing sounds kind of a good thing because that's kind of how like they like stuff. So the question is, oh, you don't even need a double thing. Okay, so I guess... Wait, where is it? Oh, this thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Did it need... No, apparently not even anything special with this, though. Okay. That's fairly interesting. That's probably a new for that one. Nope, not that. Yeah, this thing. Well, they already have dragon powers, so they're gonna get some more dragon powers. They're gonna get a dragon's blessing on the dragon's blessing. They're gonna become a Dovahkiin. Or a Dovahkiin. I don't know which one of them. There we go, 1,000 wins. I think it's time to own those musical and magical talents of yours. Yes, I basically made someone that's already blessed by a dragon a drink that is blessed by a dragon, or basically make them be blessed by a dragon. Basically Skyrim's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn. So basically, yeah, Dovahkiin. Or a Dovahkiin. I don't know, either one of those. After all, your charisma was convinced her to help us. Maybe you can inspire 2 out of 2. Maybe. Will you put in a good word with Leviathan for me too? I already have. Thank you. Once I'll get back to working on that jingle immediately. Can't wait. So, does your ex-paladin have any weaknesses? He's ticklish. I mean, not really. It's like adding water to water. It doesn't make it into water, it's just water. Fair enough, but still, extra boost to it. Okay, so should we say an extra large Dovahkiin instead then? Oh, good god. I think I'm getting tired. I would say he's arrogant as hell. Because, yeah, he's devoted to get them all back. But I feel he's more arrogant to the thing. I would just say, like, instead of a normal glass of water, it's gonna be an extra big glass of water. Tall glass of water. So it's gonna be a tall glass of Dovahkiin. Or a tall Dovahkiin, more or less. This time it's gonna be a tall Fable. He still can't see himself losing. Nor does he think he has any weaknesses. And he can't imagine you having something equally important to fight for. But he's fighting for something that's already dead. You're fighting for something still alive. Make the most of it. Either way, best of luck.
Thank you.
Hope you don't mind me kicking your friend's ass. Tell him I sent you. I'll definitely deliver your cutting words myself. That's the thing, like, sometimes this guy says automatically that he once were a friend. I'm sad to see him be like this. I actually don't really give a damn about him any longer. Like, what he did is what he did. He feels like I am weak after seeing the friends die and left, while he took care of it and now he's gonna bring them back. Both of these choices was something that happened after they died. Not before, after, which means that doesn't matter whether either of us is right, nothing changes that.
Do you mind if we wait here for the others?
Not at all. Grab yourself a table and some... I still don't have any snacks, actually.
Don't worry, I brought biscuits.
Well then, have some biscuits.
We'll set up a table.
It'd be cool to finally see the innkeeper and you join in the fight, just beating the ever-living shit out of the necromancer. Yeah, absolutely, but most of these games are basically that we are just here. We never see ourselves because we don't really have ourselves. Other than Valhalla, but that's because it's like the life of the bartender. Which means that the bartender is technically a person in the game. For example, Coffee Talk. Yeah, we know the secret of who we are, but we never see ourselves, we just know that what we came from. It's kind of the same here. We know who we were, we know what we was. We are here. Why don't you sell cookies? I never was really good at baking. Maybe you should. No, okay. I know at least one of you. The other one, are you okay? Because you left kinda wanting to smash my face in with your big clay fists. Yeah, just like saying the last mission, like time for the finale afterwards is just made a few convoys are gone before the end, yeah. I can finally breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. The face and music have arrived, you all say. I kinda forgot what voice I gave him. Oh, Ray? Hooray? Okay, I was trying to make this less awkward and I see I made it worse. It's okay, boy. Some situations call for a bit of awkwardness. I am... Okay, innkeeper, I am sorry, It's okay, I get it. I'd be mad too. I'm just glad you came back. Thank you for welcoming me back. Anytime. Yeah, Claire, listen, I'm sorry too. You needed us and we... there's nothing you could have done. I needed some time alone to be miserable. Thanks for you to still being here for when I came back. Anytime, bud. How you're feeling? Not the best. I miss her a lot. Me too. She is. I know. I feel pretty powerless without her here. But Dave's right. Dave? Wait, Dave. Wait, who? Sorry. Who's Dave? Am I missing some Dave? Who the hell was Dave? Wait, don't tell me Neil's name used to be Dave as well. I don't know. I will be abandoned by the world she loved so much. I will not abandon the world she loved so much. We have to try and save it. It's Neil now. It's Neil now, I think. But yeah, I think we owe it to her to try. She deserves a proper ending too. Not to feign into some sort of puppet of his. You're always looking out for her. I know she really appreciates that. And you're always looking out for us. I'm sorry I got angry about that bird eye. We're all trying our best. No, you're right. I should do better. Well, let's try to do better together then. I like that. Ah, good job there, you three. That wasn't hard now, was it? It was very hard, but it was worth it. It wasn't so hard, was it? Oh, it was very hard. Thanks for dragging me here, boy. Ah, you got it. Ah, I heard you're joining too, boy. Oh, of course I. What would everyone do without my priceless encouragement and skillful illusions? Plus, I'm dying to hurl the worst insult known to dragonkin at a man. Fair enough, actually. Don't hold back on my account. Would you like a drink to help with that? Nah, I think I've got it covered this time. Can't wait to hear your epic battle ballad about it. Oh, you will. Oh, could I get a drink? I think I could use a little something. Like, some defense, maybe. I don't know how else I would handle this without Thea. I'll try my best to make up some liquid support. Because it is the end here, I do love the kind of focusing on make them the drinks. Because yeah, that is basically what we're here for as well. It's like making the drinks for people. Oh, this one. And this one. There we go. Some defense and swiftness. I do love that something is called Steel Tonic has swiftness in it. I'm pretty certain it's gonna be less of swiftness. But I'm gonna make his buns made of steel now. It's not quite lithium, but it is as much defense I can give you. Thank you. This reminds me of her in the best way possible. Really needed that. Feeling a bit better. Lost, actually. Coolio. Do you feel a bit better? Lost, actually. I do love that sometimes his emotions is basically, I'm gonna show you my emotions, or sometimes it's like, oh, I'm completely fucked. But I'm fine with that. Just missing the two wizards now. We should be waiting, with Fable. And with Fable's biscuits. There's biscuits. So he just left. He didn't even question the thought of the biscuits. I'm glad I picked up snack duty. Me too. Glad you're okay, big guy. Thank you. Come on before a boy starts his inevitable grand speech without us. Oh, did someone say speech? Choose whatever is most important to you, speech or biscuits. Nope, this way. Oh, good God. I really like this game. This has been a bit... I'll miss this. Maybe I should start offering food. No. Andrew would go crazy. The stars of the show has finally arrived. But Voy is already here. I don't think we can compare with that. Ah, come on, that'll kill my vibes. You spent too much time with Iniko. Impossible. Are they also why you're late? Oh, we're busy doing research, okay? Turns out we have a little bit of a problem. You mean besides the crazy necromancer with the god complex and the god's weapon to try kill death? That was a mouthful. Besides that, yes. Wonderful. What is it? Crazy needs to go through the astral portal and the aperture to reach to it. And do this crazy apocalypse thing. We figure out he'll be able to use a portal without issue because of Tia or what's left of her. First, let's go to get to the aperture somehow, but of course, as a former paladin of Cassiopeia, I'm getting to her portal couldn't be a problem for him. That's what we thought, which is where our problem comes in. We know he's attempting this tonight, because of the transition between the astral moon and the die moon and all that jazz. Which means we also have to get there very fast, but teleporting to the Forbidden Valley isn't exactly easy. It's where natural magic makes it hazard for any self-respecting wizard. basically guaranteed to teleport yourself into a tree. If a buyer can't help, we're still a bit stuck. Got any ideas? I'm good at teleporting drinks, not people, so not exactly. Grace, you've been awfully quiet. Do you have any idea? I do. You do? Yes, but I knew you'd say no, so I decided to pitch it to the innkeeper instead. Please go ahead. Remember those spells Hex found? Weren't exactly that many to remember. Can't wait to try out that soul-binding one. Don't. You'd risk your own soul. I meant the teleportation spell. The one that can teleport you anywhere. That one. That one could kill you! I think I could use it to teleport a small group right into the astral sea. Somewhere close to the portal, so that they can find Quasar easily. That would be great. No, it wouldn't! Well, it's... Did you miss the part where they could kill you? With my modifications, it's a whole 30% chance of succeeding without stripping me of my mana. That is a low-ass number. That's a 70% chance of death! We don't have a lot of options. It isn't an option. We'll find something else another way. And with what time exactly, Hexagon? Fine, sure, I'll cast it then. Don't be silly, you're awful at teleportation, plus it's more stable if this caster stays behind. And you're much better fighter than I am. They'll need you at the aperture. Bro, why is PayPal so confusing? Sometimes it is. And I need you alive. I won't be alive if we don't stop him. I know what I'm doing, just trust me. Absolutely not, I won't let you sacrifice yourself for some useless heroics. Either I cast it or we don't do it at this at all. This is Grace's choice. She makes stupid choices sometimes. Is it good for this world? Kill her. So you'd rather shape her into something she's not? Won't you love her the way she is? More than anything, her heart is what makes her so special. Then let her keep it. If we want to save this world, this is the only... If you want to save the world, this is the only way. What's the point of this world if it doesn't have you in it? Hex, that world without me, that you fear so much, it will exist one day, no matter what we do today. It doesn't exist right now, and yet you keep acting like it does. I made a PayPal account and bank account, but I don't know how to move the money from the bank account to the PayPal. And no matter what I look for on Google, it doesn't give me a solid answer. Fair enough, I can do the other way around, but I can't do that way. I'm just worried. You're so worried about the possibility of me being gone. You treat me like I'm already a ghost. The times we have, it's short. I know, I'm scared too. I don't want to die either. But I can't miss out on living pretending I'm already dead. I have plenty of time to mourn me when I'm gone right now. I need you to love me. I'm scared, Grace. I don't know what I'll do without you. You'll figure it out. You won't be alone even if I'm gone. It's not the same. I know. But let's focus on what we do right now while we're still together. How did you get money on PayPal? I never really did. I also said I did the other way around. I took away from PayPal. I guess I can't keep you in a glass case like some sort of spell scroll. Even though I'd come up with a great riddle to trap you with. I'd solve them instantly. You would. Do you really want to do this? I can help. This is how I can help. You don't have to. I want to. Let her be her own person, Hex. She deserves this. Ooh, like you get sent money to PayPal. Yeah, exactly. That's mostly what I'm using PayPal for. Make it out of this, okay? You have to promise you'll make it out of this. I promise. And then we'll have the tea party. So many of them. I love you, Gracie. Yeah, Nice, it's nice siblings. Alright, I guess if anyone could handle casting crazy powerful, probably a cast teleportation spell, that's you. Or the innkeeper, but I guess you're not volunteering. Unless you all want to permanently be transformed into drinks, I can't help you. Good thing you have me then. To cast the spells and keep you company afterwards. I'll stay behind to ensure the spell's stability and provide the chance of keeping my promise. Sounds lovely. Would you like a drink to assist you in this matter? No, I think I'd like to keep your destiny in my own hands today, but thank you. Well, let's do this then. If I change my mind and lock you in a tower, I'd like to see you try. Alright, are you ready? I'm ready as ever be. I'm about to keep her well hydrated while I'm gone, innkeeper. Will do. See you soon. You can count on that. Looks like everyone else is ready to get going as well. So, shush and let me concentrate. Oh, she's working magic. Ah! I really didn't need that flashbang. Did it work? I think so, they all disappeared. Phew, that was... Oh, dragons, that was close. I feel like all my insides were being pulled out through my nose. But you made it. But we made it. Can't believe I got the greatest witch of our generation hanging out in my tavern. It'll be the best innkeeper of our generations deserves. Speaking of which, can I get a drink? Sometimes something that'll make my brain feel like it's melting a little less. Of course, Grace. You can have as many drinks as you want. Do you think making endless drinks might distract us from worrying so much? It might. I'll consider it then, but let's start with one. Yeah, let's go. You need something with this thing. There we go. So what we need is... yeah, let's do this one. That works well. Because we basically need one of these then. To get 3 of that. We need 1 speed. And then we need 2 of these. Silent Owl. There we go. Wonderful. Emergency anti-brain melting liquid. Just for you. Thank you. I think my synapses are putting themselves back together. And now... we wait. We wait. Thank you for keeping me company. Anytime. I kind of feel like I've done a lot of streaming now, so it's like, I kind of want to like, but also, I want to see them. Oh, hello. Yeah, by the way, this is one of the people that is apparently from a book or something. Hello there. I'm Quincy. Grace, nice to meet you. Likewise. What are you up to? Looks like a whole lot of worrying. Waiting, mostly. Mind if I wait with you? No, not at all. Let us as well together. Oh. Army of Friendship. Nice. Well, it is the first of the dying moon and we are not dead, so I think it went well. That is probably the best way of putting it. Right? Good morning, Grace. You're up early. Couldn't sleep? Not really. I kept waking up an hour or so. Eventually gave up and I heard you moving around down here, so... I'm glad I accept your company while I clean. Thank you. Oh, they're back. We're back, innkeeper. Oh, welcome back, adventurers. Practically beaming, Fable. This is just the sun. Have you been outside today? The good weather seemed antithetical to my worrying. Mind if we set down my sword, or I will... Mind if I set down my sword, or will that make you worry more? Please, feel free. Damn, that's apparently the sword they made. Kind of badass looking thing. I'm hesitant to ask, but your smile seemed to indicate there's good news to be told. Well, the world isn't ending, so what are we to say?
It's safe to say we all have more opportunities to try your drinks. And everyone made it back safe and sound?
Ah, yes. We're all okay. Actually, extra boy outside safe and loud.
We should probably put a stop to their antics soon. Voy might explode if for real if we keeps up his teasing. Innkeeper, I'll
go. No need to wait around any longer.
Oh, thank you. Someone has to go to poor Voy's rescue.
Someone's ready to give Hex a taste of his own medicine?
Perhaps. For now, I just want to tackle my brother into a hug. I was glad to see you all safe. Everyone, let's catch up later.
I believe victory drinks are in order.
Perhaps later. I've calmed down a bit more.
I'll wait until the feast. A feast? I think that's what people do after saving the world now. After we celebrate. Not such you're pulling out and keep. I appreciate a drink. Anything in particular you're craving? Something soft, please. Like a shield that protects you from a harm, or a hug that makes you feel safe. Got it. Soft. You're talking about shield, and you still say soft. That isn't really soft, you know. What do I know? What do I know? There it goes, steel tonic. For his steely buns. A mighty drink from mighty good friend. Ah, made by a mighty good innkeeper. Just what I need, thanks. Alright, I believe it's time for your story.
Oh, it'll be the best one you've ever heard. Our tale begins from far from here in the capital with the other group.
They're safe, the roots and the people. Local government didn't believe them about the danger, so it was a close call. But it sounded like they got everyone out in time. And it all was left to kicking some undead ass.
Kyle said that they had a lot of help too, like he had Countess Evelyn decimated a whole section of the undead army all by themselves. The Vibrant Chimera defended the city gates together with the Hydra and the Guvre. The Banshee and the Mary Morgan answered Baya's call and scared some of the skeletons to dust. And powerful wizard and bunch of familiars former familiars showed up with claws and fire at the ready. Scully convinced the Everbloom Archives bleak stalkers to come out to our aid. After they heard about Tia, they were furious. Even Neil's parents showed up with a group of retired adventurers from Borkham.
Uncle Dageron came by and helped too, together with a werewolf settlement from Ashengrove. I was glad to hear the old fool still got some guts in him.
And apparently Nico was waiting for them in Themis. They had
made a bomb to blow up the undead army. Jesus. Jade said he wiped out a bunch of them. Sounds eventful, but the team won?
They won.
Not to toot our own horn, but so did we. It was exhilarating. I kinda like though that they try not to take too long with this by basically taking one team first and the other next. They basically say that this team comes in and talks about both the stories.
It was exhilarating and almost exhausting. Grace managed to teleport us exactly where we needed to go.
The Astral Sea was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. Tia told me so much about it, but it didn't even prepare me for how mesmerizing it was.
On one side, we were sprawling nebulas of Cassiopeia, and on the other, a portal of swirling dark blood leading back to the aperture. Below our feet, the ancient blood of the first vampire stained the river of the Astral Sea a deep red. It would lead us directly to Quasar and the Tia. But the water was deep, too deep for us to wade through.
And there weren't exactly any boats around.
So Clade called out on the sand humpback whale for help. and show up in a shower of stardust and allowed us a ride on his back. Once we got closer, we didn't have to wait very long before being bombarded by spells. I made sure to answer with my own volley of arrow blazing with dragonfire. Still, the fight was rough. Having the sun well there definitely helped, even though Quasar banished it when it got too close. Both Quasar and Tia barely gave us any time to breathe.
Seeing her again fighting for everything she used to despise made me so angry. Little I let my fury guide me and managed to lead her away from Quasar. Her movements were less graceful in undead, and it looks like the water of the Astral Sea was clinging to her legs. Know what it was in the end, our voices calling out to her, being so close to Cassiopeia. Right before her weapon could swing down on once more, instead of pain I felt her healing magic. And she smiled. She managed to shake off Quasar's control to help her friends.
Meanwhile, we were battling Quasar.
I was leading the charge. I tried to draw his attention as much as possible, while Fable, Hex, and Void supported me with spells. Hex kept Quasar from concentrating on any annoying spells for too long with a barrage of fireballs. You guessed it. Fable and Void really got into the groove. Don't know if I had held out that long without their healing and buffs. Heck, I'd attend to a concert of them performing as a duo.
Eventually, the tide of battle started to turning in our favor. While we had each other's as backup, Quasar was
alone, and he was starting to get real tired.
That was our opportunity. I called on a flame deep inside of me and let several pillars of dragonfire cut off any escape routes.
I realized that what Fable was trying to do. Suddenly, all the doubt about worthiness that had been eating me during the fight disappeared. I wasn't doing this for honor, in order to gain the dragon's favor, glory, love, in the face of legacy. Worthiness was never something that could be given to me. It was something for me to grasp. All I had to do was work forward and protect my people. And at that moment I did. My slash struck true. Quasar looked neither enraged nor shocked, just tired. And he dropped to the ground and stayed down.
I felt a little bit sad for him.
I didn't. Fair enough. Quasar made his choice, whether we like it or not. And we earned that victory.
We did. All we could do was stare at the battlefield, barely realizing it was over when we heard a clay cry. We turned to see him, Tia hugging her body as the body started to dissolve in bright sparkle of starlight. The light eventually gathered in a bright sphere above our heads. Then it steadily rose into the dark distance where it became brighter and brighter.
She became a star! I couldn't believe it. My Tia became a star. And you won't be alone up there together, as the sun well will guide all who are lost through the night. Knowing that, it might give me the strength to live on like we could have wanted. You would have wanted. Trust me, even if it feels impossible, one day the sun will rise and the happiness she gave you will outweigh the grief. I'll look forward to that day, Innkeeper. Until then, I'll just keep on trying. There are still so many wonders in this world. With her watching over me, I can see them all. One day I might get to tell her all about them. That sounds wonderful.
I think all of us feel a little battle with her up there.
I couldn't agree more. So that means everyone should be able to get here sometime soon then?
Huh?
Oh, for the feast. You don't think you actually agree? I can't think of a better way to spend an evening than celebrating with all my friends.
Maybe even tonight?
We'll see when everyone has their rest. We have time now, thanks to you all. I won't run out of drinks as long as you don't run out of stories. And you'll have to tell this epic tale a few more times before I get tired of it.
I'd like nothing more than that, Innkeeper.
This was a wonderful game. It took me basically an extra hour to play this. Ooh, Ooh. Oh, look at the people out there. Or two of them. This was really a good game. Sorry, I'm just listening to music as well. I didn't expect it to be music back here. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. This seemed very like streamer friendly, these being the ones who made these. I don't think it is. But really nice with like they had this like they had background music with this. Oh, there we have them. Yeah, I really like this game. I'm glad I got this game because I actually looked forward to this game and it was a really nice game. Really chill and I enjoyed it a lot. I am just trying to find someone to raid while we do this. Oh, there are some people who are just talking, chilling, nice. I'm looking at this. Imagine it in VR. To be honest, I would really do love a game like this in VR. That would be really interesting. Trying to see if I can find Eka the Wolf? Wait, hold on, who are you? I think I know who this is, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, apparently they rebranded. I'm checking on that another time. Just checking who's actually on live right now. Oh, sorry, got a bit stuck there in my throat. Should I do eco? I don't know. Yorish in. You know what? Let's do Eka. There's someone from the Cosmic Family group I am in. They're a wonderful little bean. They're playing some Minecraft right now. But yeah, this was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun with this. Sure, it's sad that it's over, but I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a really interesting game and I had a lot of fun with it. There you go, gonna start the raid. Minecraft, yes, Minecraft. I'm gonna go back to the game. I didn't expect that there was gonna be music in the background. Oh, the vampire apparently got 2 slimes this time. But yeah, the team who made this game, you did an absolutely wonderful game. I had a shit ton of fun playing this game. It was absolutely wonderful. I can absolutely see like how they got inspiration from Coffee Talk or similar games because I really had a lot of fun with this. The people in it, the art style of it, the just the story of it all. Sometimes it was silly, sometimes it was serious. It was just absolutely wonderful. But yes, so I'll be back on Tuesday with some more Apollo Justice and more voices. That's gonna be fun.